Hello.
Hello.
Well, I'll have to tell you guys how to make it work next time. I
appreciate it.
Well, that's fine.
Tomorrow, all your chat was spamming because you killed some huge man. What?
I didn't. Huge man's dead. I don't want to talk about this.
Huge man's dead.
I don't want to be here talking about this today.
Oh, we have so many.
How huge?
murderers.
Why was he like?
How big
How
was he?
huge?
Just that's all I have to know. How big?
He was truly gigantic.
6'5"? Is he like real to like 16 feet?
Disturbingly huge. Like closer to a gorilla standing up straight than a man.
Oh, a gorilla arm straight? That's at least 6 foot.
They are really tall, huh?
Yeah, they are. They are. That's the thing. People don't realize gorillas are tall. They just hunch.
See,
Yeah.
I've
never heard someone say a gorilla is small in my life.
No.
Well, not short, but like
That's fair.
you
Yeah.
don't see them standing up.
Big. I got in a lot of trouble. Well, not trouble once, but a lot of folks in in sort of the Nordic countries had problem with me once because I kept describing, like when I was describing NPCs that were like 6'3" as crazy tall, and they were like, "That's not crazy tall.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's normal size." I was like, "Not to this 5'7" foot fucking short ass. 6'3's huge." Like,
Fucking fair.
So someone asked in the chat, and I think probably 12 episodes in, it's probably far enough to say, what are the PC classes? 'Cause you don't have to say what races and everything you are, but I think maybe people could know if you want. You don't have to. But in case you want
He's talking to you, LLG. He's talking to
I
you.
confirmed it in
Someone-
Mark's Discord
yeah.
because I did
did.
feel bad.
she did. There was somebody trying to really work it
Yeah,
out. She came in.
I am a trickery cleric and soul knife rogue.
What the hell?
You know
What?
that really, really popular combination that you've
Yeah,
all
that
heard about and
optimized
read
build.
about
The
all
rogue
over the
cleric.
internet. Everyone does it.
I can't even joke about that. I've never heard anyone make those choices.
Pro.
That's what happens when you don't look at stats at all and you're like, what would be cool for this character? Two
That's
things that
cool.
don't really go together.
Yeah. that's
I'm gonna
dope.
make it work, you guys.
Yeah.
Well, you...
What do you mean, well?
No,
I'm gonna make it work.
I'm kidding.
But that's
Oh, that's great.
Everyone, you can keep it yourselves if you like. It's just if you want to reveal. You
I
don't
mean,
have
my
Oh,
character's a flat class right now. He's just Drew. Very,
Monk.
very.
Juno Monk.
to. Yeah.
Done.
Death cleric. Done.
fighter.
Fuck off.
I knew you'd be the enigma. I knew you would just remain.
I'm a paladin warlock.
There you go, chat. Yeah, they've been guessing for ages. People are so confused by a lot of the different things. But yes, there you go. There you go. Episode 12. It was always going to happen here.
Good, man.
This was always the
Yeah.
plan. He's been warning us.
It's been building up for number 12. So, talking of episode 12, do you guys want to get into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
Then,
Sure. You know what? Sure.
then, you know, in honor of Tomato's huge man stream, would the person who'd like to read the recap be the smallest person here? Who's the smallest? Have we got anyone under 5?
I think me,
Brizzy.
probably.
No. I'm not the shortest because Mark already said his height.
I think I'm the
Yeah, I
shortest.
think. Yeah.
5'6".
I was just trying to make Brizzy read again.
Oh! Oh, geez, the shortest then.
I would just like to point out that last week on Godforge, Tomato and I split
Yeah, we did.
the reading of the recap.
Every other word.
Actually, I did the first paragraph. He did the second
Yeah, I did the parody of
of Law and Order.
Law & Order.
I just want to
Dun, dun.
point out that, you know, in the last week I have, in fact, read a recap.
Shit's not fair, you know. Shit's not fair out here. Never is.
I don't
Not
consider that
believing
canon.
in my
So.
class choice. That skeptical well now, like, hey, short lady, why don't you read a fucking recap? You know what? I am going to read a recap. In our previous tale, we were toe-to-toe with a corrupted Kvister known as Briar. Before we destroyed it, we learned it had a message from Ymir. The fates and the Norns are gone. Destiny is unbound. Willoughby learned that he, too, had the poison of Yggdrasil within him, but deep deep, deep, deep down, just a tiny, eensy, weensy little speck, far enough that he would have years before it would manifest.
Years.
It's Willoughby, though, so it immediately
I
still
don't
sent
buy
him
that.
into an existential crisis tailspin. We handed in the bounty for the feaster and sent a message to Mimir, and now we gotta figure out what the fuck we're doing.
Eh?
So, did we long rest during the day, and it is now nighttime?
We did establish we were going to long rest, and the last thing we did
Yes.
before we officially long rested was Draven went off and did something that I would describe as fucking wild.
It's true.
It is true.
Look at
Something
him.
which
There's
I-
just no remorse. There's just pure pride.
D&D rules said if you roll well enough, you know if someone's evil, and then I kill him and put him in a tree.
Yeah, in a
As you
nutshell,
do.
one bit I did miss out of the recap was Draven leading a rather cruel and nasty fellow from
Thank you, Joe.
the campsite.
Thank you.
Still doesn't make. I don't know, dude. I
Better kill him.
That's how it be tomorrow.
I
Somebody
am a lawful neutral paladin. Means I follow a code of rules to a T, and then I do what's based on that. I haven't
You know
killed
what's
any of
not
y'all
in the
yet.
rules, Tomato?
Yeah.
Busting door locks. You know what is the rules? Killing shitlords.
Look, I
Same.
said we should pay for it, and y'all were like, no, so I did. Why do you think I keep giving people my money? You think Gabe likes
We
that?
shouldn't really pay for it. I just suggested we could say
Look,
it was our
here's the thing: is you don't pay for it, and then Joe gets to write an entire plot line about some guy
lock.
coming after us for the
One
lock.
lock
You're the
too
one
far.
dying.
You, like,
Is this what happens when I'm not here?
Yes,
I do.
I have
you
learned-
stab someone in the chest. I do various like levels of property damage
I have
to
learned
things. All right,
that
like
Juno is
we are the same.
the stone, the rock, that very much
Yeah.
holds this paper from flapping all of its different tails against one another. It is a dangerous world without Juno.
I don't know how this has happened.
But
Basically,
yes,
Mark, it's your fault.
there is
That's
a
I'll take it. You know what? Blame it all on me. Labor those burdens upon me. Make me your Lydia in Skyrim.
There
I'll
is-
carry them.
a human bait tied up to a tree somewhere.
Yep.
Dead. So that's the last thing we left off on. Otherwise, Draven, you would have returned with people none the wiser. Everyone has a long rest, whether you sleep outside or inside, and rest up until the evening. Dusk starts to come as the sun starts to set. Well,
Ah, dusk.
Much better.
Stretches time.
Okay. Do we just get to everyone and head out in the dark? And we'll get something to eat.
You'll need to forgive me. My memory, because of all of the things that
Oh.
have been happening, is a little lost. Do we know what we're doing now? Did we agree a plan? I've woken up a bit foggy-minded.
You know,
Do we know what
when
we're
you
doing?
sleep in the middle of the day, it can be like that
Yes,
sometimes.
exactly. Thank you.
What
So what are we doing now?
I think we'll head north towards Gaethog, but and pass it to cross the lake where it is
Cross the
most
lake.
narrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're making haste towards Asgard.
That's right. You want to go as quick as possible to Asgard. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, good. Good.
All right.
Do we know where Draven is?
I just assume he's around. If I yell loud enough, he'll probably come by.
Try it.
He'll certainly come if you break any more doors. I'm almost certain. Just to be like, no.
That is true.
Where is this happening right now?
good question. Where are you guys? You downstairs in the inn? Are you outside?
I think like right outside bedroom
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
hallway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Up on the balcony area. Okay.
I'm gonna come out of a
Juno's
different
doing
room.
her stretches.
Okay.
I'm just gonna come out of a different room.
There he is. See? Everything is fine. Good evening, whatever. Good dusk, Draven. Did you have good sleep?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Any demigods in there?
Oh shit. tries to peek around.
Not anymore.
Nice.
Oh, good answer.
All
So
right,
north,
yes,
we
we'll
have
get to
everything we
boat.
need. We have supplies. We know which way we're going.
Yeah,
All
we
good?
did a little bit of shopping. By the way, I got 2 health potions. We have a lot of abilities to heal, but
So
I feel like I don't need to carry them if someone else wants to carry them. Who has the least healing?
I can certainly carry some in case one of you goes
Juno's
down or
fast,
some
too.
such. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Juno,
fast.
perfect.
to get around.
You
Sure.
take both of them. Here.
Yes,
Two
I
regular
think
healing
Juno
potions.
should carry both of them.
Do you want to carry one, Willoughby?
No.
Okay, I've asked.
Are you
No.
sure?
Yes.
Why? There would be no reason for him not to say if he wanted one, right?
Exactly.
I do not need one.
There we go. All right.
I slowly hand the 2 of them to Juno.
Put them like around my neck on like little cords, just like, yep. Put those right there. Tuck them under my toga, my little white outfit. Okay.
All right, let's
Ready?
go
Safe and sound, ready to go.
find a boat. Do a little sailing.
Okay.
Also, the did we see, Joe, how much the bounty was on the big fish
800
when we
gold.
were?
Yes. Increased
Also,
from 600 to 800.
800 gold for the big fish. So if it jumps out at us, take a scale and kill it and take a scale so that we can get it.
We're not going after the fish, right? We're just trying to get to Asgard ASAP for
Not unless it
Willoughby.
comes after us right now.
But if it does, we take out
If
the
it
fish.
does, don't forget to get the scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to eat before we leave?
I would love to get
Yes.
something to eat first.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, would you rather go for campsite food or would you rather go inside and get something from the bar?
Bar.
Yeah.
Juno, I want in food. Camp
Okay.
food, not so good.
I can't
Camp food
eat.
is later today.
Well, they have water, Willoughby.
Oh, nice.
I
Thank
mean,
God.
it's true. It's true.
Delicious.
You inside, you'd see kind of the evening tables are starting to kind of be set up. More drinks are being brought out. New kegs of ale are being brought out. People are getting their own new kind of filled up drinks. This dark ale, a very bitter one. You can smell it in the air as it's kind of just been recently brewed. You see, as people are moving in and out, bowls of this new freshly cooked stew that's kind of taken over. You can see there's breads that are being freshly baked. Various kind of vegetables of the day, from carrots to turnips, or root vegetables, some potatoes as well. And the stew itself seems to be some sort of like rabbit stew, which they're bringing out in kind of big broths and serving all together. And you can kind of see over at the bar, someone looks across to you, one of the gnomes, just kind of on over. Table for all 5 of you.
I look around.
Yes. Yeah,
Draven, you want to sit? You want to sit, or you want to?
No, yeah, I'd be glad to. It's a nice place.
All right.
People are
Let's
very
hear.
friendly. The food is
Okay, it's good. It's food. Okay, it's yeah. All right. Sure. Yeah. Kind of
5
wave and
drinks
gesture.
or any special requests? 5 bowls. Variety
Get a
of
bucket
breads.
of water.
Yes. Can we get a bucket of water for the tree and?
For the tree?
Look, for the Kvistir, I don't know if for Willoughby, they're not gonna know, are they? I don't know.
Most people know what Kvistir are. Don't describe me as a
Okay.
fucking tree.
My apologies, Willoughby. Very offensive. I mean,
get you
for
water?
our Kvistir friend, we'll get some water. I would like some stew, maybe with some
Same for me, please.
vegetables on the side as well. I need my calories and some
Yes.
bread. And probably an ale, I guess, for me.
Yes.
I'll do the
Do
same,
bread
please.
and ale, please.
But now, nephew. Next towards you, Draven. You, sir?
Do you have any meat that is loosely raw?
Yes, we have some uncooked rabbit.
That'd be great.
Cooked. You want that cooked?
No.
De-skinned?
Yeah, I'm gonna treat myself. Yes, please.
All right. That'd be
That's weird, but the water wasn't. Yeah, go.
Everyone drinks
Oh, yeah,
water.
Yes.
A bowl of water.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened between the two of you, but we need to figure it out. I don't want this on the road for the next 3 days.
Nothing. It's just been a
Nothing happened.
situation.
Nothing happened. This is just a
single
normal
gold piece,
dynamic.
please. Just a single gold piece, and we'll get all that.
I'll give
Oh.
one
Thank you.
gold.
Takes it in,
You
walks into the
Yeah, I
back.
got it.
And you can just hear him like immediately. There's a
freaky
guy and the
table,
tree are arguing back there, and then the door's gonna swing back forward before it closes. Yeah, they pointed to the table as well before he went, like a little corner table for you guys to all go towards.
All right.
Yesterday was shit.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
going
mean
to say it,
today?
I'll feel
Yeah.
bad.
Today?
Yeah, earlier today. This morning. This morning was shit.
I mean, I'm glad that we had Draven. I mean, my memory is so foggy, but it seems like you really saved the day there. How could we beat Grendel, but yet really, really struggle the other day?
You know
That
what?
seemed...
It was, I think, the little
It's-
shrubs sort of.
Listen,
threw me.
Kvistir are incredibly powerful creatures.
Oh,
You gotta understand. That there was Briar. They were a grove tender. They are. Honestly, I didn't know they could do half of that shit.
Yeah, Willoughby,
if I'm
do you
being
feel
honest.
bad that you can't do that stuff?
Got our asses kicked by a gardener.
Honestly, yes, I do feel kind of bad. I could make spikes. I was
spikes were
kind
good.
of plant
That was
adjacent.
good. The little shrub guys, though, were really irritating, but also I could see a use of, like, they could carry your stuff or whatever would be nice.
I mean, they were
were slow.
slow.
Yeah,
They
they
were
were
slow.
slow.
I don't really want to think about them. That was truly embarrassing, I think, all
Not
around.
great.
We can't let that happen again, especially if someone else saw. That'd be the most embarrassing thing I think that ever happened to any of us.
well, you know,
You think that
even...
would...
Even the greatest heroes have their bad days, you know.
True.
There's stories of there's a hero in Mesogaia called Hercules, and I mean, yeah, sure, there's a lot of great stories about all these amazing endeavors that they do and all these great things, but you know, we've all heard about the bad days too, you know.
Yeah, that's
Can't be amazing every day, so.
I mean, what was his bad day though? You didn't say what it was.
Oh, you know, there was this time when he was a boy and he knocked down this whole marketplace because he didn't know how strong he was, and this
She's
was
comparing us
his,
to a
his
child.
bad day was
no, like
him being a
like-
child and using
not
his
like a
incredible
little
power
child,
to
like
level.
a sort of young
Yeah, but, like,
adolescent.
Yeah. Right.
So
yeah.
there's not a story in there where he got harassed by like a small
Oh, you know,
frog or
well,
something.
I think that there's a story of how he got beaten up by a big cyclops once because he fell in love, and he gave I can't. Was that
He
true?
fought them on his own.
He didn't. There's not a single one of those where he got bullied by bushes, huh?
Nope.
No, nothing about bushes, I'm afraid.
Well, let's
But-
just not say that they were. We won't tell anyone else they were bushes or shrubs. They were full-sized trees. They were, or at least saplings.
an
right?
army of Kvistir.
Yeah.
During
Yeah.
the
I
conversation
big
as
one
well,
was-
you see one of the bartenders comes over, planting down each of your ales. For you, Draven, they put an empty mug in front of you. Not sure what you wanted to do with the red, but they don't fill it with ale. For you, Willoughby, instead of a bucket, you get this kind of large tankard. And at the top, instead of like a kind of a lid, it's almost like a sprinkler, like almost like a kind of little garden
watering
sprinkler.
can?
Yeah, like a watering can top. It's got like a bunch of little small holes in it, and it's kind of designed and woven into the actual tankard itself. It seems like it's a standard thing for them to give to Kavista.
I don't know if I'd take more offense to this, but
Willoughby's not saying it to the waiter. He's just saying it more to like. He's never seen this, but then again, he's never been in. He didn't spend much time in
They were maybe parents, right?
this
This
place.
is for new Kvistir, you know?
Yeah, it's he's gonna, I guess, water himself
Yeah.
Just like turn it upside down.
over his head.
You don't have roots. Where's the water go? It just kind of goes to the ground, huh?
It kind of just gets sucked up.
Like,
Okay.
Yep.
Seems a little inefficient, but okay.
is that why your world tree is so susceptible to poison? It just kind of sucks it up.
No, it's susceptible to poison because it had I don't know, me guarding it that day. I was kind of the world tree's weakness on that one, if I'm going to be honest. Can we get through like one meal without people fixating on how I drink water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you the only one guarding that day?
Yeah, they just have the world tree is huge. How'd they just have one guard?
Well, no, I wasn't the only one guarding that day, but it is unfortunate that the place it was poisoned was where I was guarding it.
Oh.
Well, did anything weird happen that day? Like, what's you didn't?
Well, I didn't show up for work that day, so I wouldn't know.
Were you not at work to guard because you were in
Yeah, don't
Asgard? I thought that
I
was
see
funny.
what you did there. That is good.
Stews, serves. You see the kind of man come back. He's like, putting the bowls on the table and then kind of pushes the bread up there as well.
Thank you.
Draven, he kind of goes into the back and then comes back out for yours. And a chopping board's placed in front of you, and you've got like a de-skinned rabbit except for the head. And that bit's just kind of left on, and the rest of it's just the kind of the open flesh of the creature just kind of laid down. You see they've kind of
Perfect.
arranged a few like carrots chopped up around it, try to
that's
make it
nice.
look a little nicer.
They've
great.
plated it.
But they've almost
I
decorated
give him a
little bit.
silver piece.
Thank you,
Incredible.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Compliments to the chef.
They walk
I-
off, and you just see through
I
one of
cut it
those little
open.
windows. You just watch it. Just see you
I cut
like
it open,
curious.
and I'm draining the blood into the cup.
Right.
It's like a wine pairing, except it's like perfectly formulated because it's from the creature.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Like starting from the head going down.
I'm gonna look at the stew and just sort of think for a minute and be like, no, I think I'm still good. And then I'm gonna eat the stew. But there's a moment where I'm like, can I still eat this now after seeing that? Yeah, actually, yeah, I can. Okay, but Draven, I have a question then.
Yes.
Are there different? I'm assuming that there are different tastes between, drinking the blood of a rabbit and things like that. I'm guessing that there are different scents and flavors, but nutritionally, do you feel more sustained by one over the other? It's not something I could ever experience. I think I could drink the blood, but I don't think I would experience it the way you do. So I'm very interested. What is it like?
Which one's the worst?
You know how I don't know if I can tell you that publicly. It's like how normal people made of flesh need to drink water, but they can go longer without water. No, they can go longer without food than water. Is that right? Yes. Yes.
Yep.
So I can drink blood, and it gives me most of the nutrients of food.
Okay.
So it's like extending my necessity to have more sustenance. And then you get it purely as well as like, what is it that people wear and then it's not good, but it's in blood, iron. So it's like people in eating the creature and drinking the blood is like having a thing of tomato juice versus eating a tomato. It's a very different experience.
Okay.
Can you tell us
okay.
publicly which one tastes the best?
Do you mean like types of people or a name?
I don't know. Just like no. not a
Honestly,
name. You don't
toss
have to
out that
specifically
name. Let's
say it.
let's figure out who it was.
Robert tastes the
Be
best.
wild if I knew him or something.
Technically, Thrud.
Oh shit, that makes sense. I guess. Okay,
was
outside of
poison in it.
salt.
Ugh,
Is it Thrud was the best or the worst?
the worst. It was blood in it.
Oh, interesting.
Blood and poison does not mix well. I've had it multiple times now. It's terrible.
Yeah.
That's true. I forgot that's when you were drinking.
Well,
yeah.
the first time, but it was still kind of tainted afterwards.
All
Interesting. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I mean, if
don't
I
think I've read
if I
anything about
come across people that I bite and you want to know, I'll happily tell you.
I would
Grendel
like
was
to know.
not good. Not good.
Yeah, I want to know. I'm curious.
I mean, okay.
Well, I figured it's kind of like a cornucopia of flavors with all those arms and
Yeah, I wonder if did you try them all? Does each one
they
taste
tasted
different?
different, but it's like comparing dirt from different locations.
That's
Which
gross.
I'm not saying I've eaten, but wow, rabbit, how's your people food?
It's pretty good, actually.
It's
I
okay.
like it. It's all right.
How are you getting on, Eldred? You okay?
Yeah, good.
Good. Yeah.
Eldred, are you okay to go somewhere? I know I saw how interested you were, right, to hear about the monster. Are you okay to
Yeah.
leave? I mean,
Yeah, I
We
mean,
can
it's
come
not
back.
here anyway.
yeah.
We
Which-
know roughly where it probably is, and it's not here.
You said they were
Nowhere near
quite
here.
they were quite far from here, right?
Yeah,
Hadn't been seen in
Jotunheim.
a while.
Probably.
So that is
Right,
a wide.
the-
Honestly, it may be faster to travel through Yggdrasil than to walk all
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd figure that if we go to Asgard, then going from Asgard to this Jotunheim, that's connected by your tree, the world tree, right? The roots, it all connects. So if we go to
Yeah.
one, then it should be easy. Once we've helped Willoughby, or at least done what we can for Willoughby, I'm happy to go and help you, whatever this thing that you want to pursue is. I don't know if I know the full story yet, but if there's something that we can help you with, I'd be
Yeah,
glad
if
to.
it's an option, I didn't really think it would. I wasn't sure how much of it was my imagination, and it just kind of vanished, and I would never hear anything of it from someone else ever again. But it's surreal.
Yeah.
And it looks the same as how I saw it, and I kind of know where it is now. So that's
We'll find
cool.
it.
A hero's
It's
journey,
good, right?
call to
It's
destiny.
better. It's good to have confirmation. So
Yeah.
it's good.
And I don't think that any of the other philosophers have ever been to Jotunheim, so I'm
Oh.
certainly game to go and explore it. So
Good.
All right. Shall we just walk along the shore? That kind of sounds fun. And maybe we can
Alright.
see if we see the
And
fish.
skip
jump.
some rocks into the
I have a
lake.
question. We don't want to catch or kill the fish right now.
I mean, I
If
want to catch the
not-
fish, but
Not currently are we trying to hunt it, but if it decides to step up on us,
we're not
then
going to
I
go out of
see
our
no
way.
reason to kill it.
do you
and
want to
haul
kill it
back.
now, Draven?
Will say I had bait for
You
the
want
fish.
Okay.
to bait the bait?
Do you like fishing, Draven?
Jormungandr bait.
Didn't fish much growing up.
That's okay.
I found a bad person
All right.
Okay.
and they're dead now.
And how
Oh,
did
you
that
found a dead-
happen?
happened?
Did
You
you
found a
find
dead
them
man?
dead?
Dead woman, dead person.
Dead person,
Yes.
a stab through the chest. I did not find them dead.
Ah,
Oh.
Can I ask one thing? And I'm not going to pry too much.
Yeah, sure.
Are you and you're sure that this was a bad person? You saw them do something? You stopped them from robbing somebody, or you saw them
Burned
committing
down
some
an
sort of
orphanage.
horrible thing, and then you were like,
they were
"I've got
talking
them."
about going to go harass a village and then prided themselves on taking money to kill people.
Oh.
That's good enough for me. Great. Okay. You. That's yep. Okay. And
Were
so
they
you've
going to take money to kill an innocent person or a
Yes, they were.
bad
Okay.
person? Okay.
okay. Yeah.
All
So
right.
they were like raided like bandits kind of thing. They were like bandits.
100%.
Okay. Oh yeah. I mean, yep.
So,
I mean, they would have been hunted down by some bounty hunter, I'm sure.
Yeah,
anyway.
but I didn't want to try to explain to the Scald why I knew it was a bandit hand. So I was like, well, you could use it as bait if they want to kill them. We don't have to. They'll just wait in that tree forever.
oh, you put that's smart. You put it
You
up.
probably
in a tree so
decompose, but-
nobody-
Yeah, I hope not. Hope not soon. There's a sludge from that black heart inside of them.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know if we should leave it. Really, then
okay, I
maybe
feel
we
like-
should-
That's probably fine.
Look, we
right?
drag it along. We take it with us along the coast, and then we maybe in that narrow little pass we're going to travel over the.
Mhm.
We can just dump it there. If the fish shows up, then
then we
So
kill
be
it.
it.
We
We
take
kill
the
it.
scale.
If it doesn't,
we don't
then
need to come
we
back
disposed of
and
it
get the
nice and
money
far
back
away
if we want
from.
to. Yeah,
Deal.
that is a
I'll be
good
back.
idea.
Okay.
I go up to my room and I'm gonna go grab sheets and come back down.
I thought you kept it in your room.
Suspended him in a hammock.
Yeah.
How considerate would that be? And that's why he slept in a separate
Genius.
Draven, you have 2 rooms. What's going on?
Okay, right
Alright,
with the
okay.
sheet. But I'm in a rush. He goes back to eating his rabbit like nothing happened.
All right, I'm gonna take the bread I got with my stew and put it in my bag for later.
I'll try and see if I can find like some fresh fruit, like apples or something to take with me, or like
Yeah.
just something that I can take with me.
Knock off 3 silver
a snack on.
as like a kind of
Sure.
like a general just apples and a couple of maybe
Yeah.
some strawberries.
Oh, lovely.
Oh shit, I'll get
Delicious.
some too then, because
What's
You
my
can share,
expense
we
on,
can share.
on water?
okay.
Of course,
How
we can
much,
share.
how much they charge for water at this establishment?
Your water, it's got a little bit of a lavender flavor to it. It's probably just like 30 copper pieces. It's not too expensive.
God,
I
I
do the
fucking
100
hate the
copper
fact that like the second you add copper and silver into this, there's so much extra
Peter's like, I
calculation.
Well, it was already
Everything
paid
is
for.
gold.
You got to do
It was
some.
already
You
paid
gotta
for.
do
Was it
some
already
math.
paid for? Okay.
Yes, yeah, there was a gold piece handed
Yeah.
out that kind of covered the whole general thing.
My
Nice.
brain's on a gold piece and platinum piece mind. I can't do
Level.
copper,
I can't go
Yeah.
back to poverty.
Well, especially when you're in like Godforge, when you're like high level, it's just like, what
Yeah.
even is money at this point? We don't need this. Just
Yeah.
whatever. Nice. All right, I'm good to go.
All right. Do we just go get the bait then? Yeah.
You're just
Draven?
gonna carry that over
Don't
your
just go
shoulder.
with you?
Yeah, 100%. He's not that far. He's like
Okay,
5-10 minutes out of town.
that's smart.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, as long as you're carrying, that's fine.
I got a dagger from him. And I pull out the really ugly dagger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ew.
it's not that good.
I don't
is it?
even. Let's throw that thing out.
Sell it.
For like a silver maybe.
We could use it to frame somebody if we ever want to.
Oh shit! That's a good
Just
idea.
kidding.
We should keep-
No, I was kidding. Kidding.
Okay.
You know, you don't know when you might need stuff. That's why I took like the fishing line and the weights and stuff. You could
A
use those. I have
pillow.
like a bag of ball bearings. Maybe someday I'll
That
need
sounds
them. I
like
don't
multiple
know.
ways to kill somebody. Fishing line.
I mean, I could, but also
pillow.
what if I just, use it for other
Just
stuff?
to be
I don't-
prepared.
Like
I
fishing.
like to be prepared. Yeah,
Yeah.
like fishing.
It's remarkable how many different pieces of fishing equipment can be used to kill somebody.
A
when you
lot.
really think about it.
Well, I think that's probably just coincidental, but
You could kill
you
somebody
could-
with just
yeah.
about any object
if you're
in the
creative,
world.
you could kill
That
someone with
is
anything, I
true.
think.
If
Oh,
anything, they could choke. Like
Yeah.
anything.
Just out of interest, just so I have a bit of a while we are walking and talking, obviously.
Yeah.
How often do all of you think about killing other people or ways to kill them?
I
There's the
will.
tree.
You know, I have the thoughts, but I don't. I've never.
I don't.
No, but
avoid
just
killing.
I wouldn't
Okay,
say
okay.
that I'm
on a daily
planning
basis,
it,
every
but-
how many times a day do you think about killing or using how something could be used to kill? Just curiosity.
Oh, I think like every time I walk by something, I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can. Okay, and then I know because it's good to be prepared. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it. It just means like. I would like to already have the idea in my head so that when shit hits the fan and I'm
Okay.
panicking slightly, I'm like, oh, I have the idea already, right?
Okay.
That's why you think
Yeah.
about it.
Of
I had a
course,
stretch
yeah.
of a
judgment.
couple, maybe 40 years of time while I was at the base of Yggdrasil, where I did consider the possibility of dismantling their establishment by sequentially killing most of them. I decided against it though because I thought they were perhaps too powerful for me, and after seeing what Briar did, that was confirmed. But after that, I kind of mellowed out on that.
We don't really.
Once or
anymore.
twice a day, or once a week.
During that stretch, it was mostly every hour on the hour I was thinking about it. Then afterwards, I kind of got into that rhythm of being an immortal creature and kind of chilling out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Eldred? You were saying
I
you're the
don't-
inverse?
Kind of the inverse is more like is somebody going to use this to try to kill me or someone else?
Oh, that's true.
Right,
too.
I
That's-
see. Okay,
Right.
okay.
It's like how when you go to a tavern, you don't want to sit with your back to the door, right?
Right,
In case someone-
right.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
Okay, not something I'd
Just be
thought of, but
prepared.
good to know.
And more
Okay.
like to avoid,
Yeah.
receiving more souls. So
Interesting.
Wait, do you not ever think about it? Like, you
Okay.
never.
Yeah,
about
it's no, maybe not really never, but very rarely have I, until I came to Midgard, have I had to consider it very often. But yeah, now I'm beginning to get a picture. But also, the way that you described it, Lena, is very much the case of. It's interesting the fact that for you it is this preparation of and for Eldred as well. How is somebody else going to use this against me? It sounds like growing up here is considerably more dangerous than it is growing up in most places in Mesogaia. I say most places, the cities of Mesogaia are a little bit more.
Everybody fights here, and there's it's you have to. I don't know. Like I said, you just are prepared.
You said
Interesting.
think about killing people.
It's about it's more of the thinking. I don't. How many of us actually randomly kill people? Anyone want to admit to
randomly?
anything? No judgment.
I have
here.
never randomly killed anyone.
Show of hands if you kill a
really
person
random.
a month, though.
Like a quota?
Like, if you thought back on the last 5 years of your life, have you killed about a person a month?
Like
Oh,
I've
no.
never killed a human.
Comparatively as a whole. So if you killed, let's say, 12 people in a week,
Right, so, like, did I
does
kill
that count as like
in the
one
last-
person a month?
Yeah.
I would say no.
Oh, then no.
Everyone has a
I
bad
don't-
day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Usually I sort of get in and get out and get
Oh.
what I need, and I
Like
don't
out of like
try.
anger or something?
Well, I mean, if a bandit were to walk up to me and say, I'm going to steal your whatever it is, I don't really have many possessions, but if they were to threaten me, I would likely
water.
retaliate by killing them all.
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't want them to come back and seek vengeance upon me.
Yeah, no, you
In
never like you always
decades.
you double tap them. You don't let them try to get up after.
See, I
you. Just don't
don't
do this.
actually. As it kind of goes against my aesthetic, I guess. But I don't.
Who's killed more than 5 times? Like
I've
people.
never killed a person.
I don't know, it's been so long.
Well, there's a lot of information in this conversation I'm trying to process right now.
Well,
We haven't fought many. Have we killed humans together as a party? I truly sometimes I can't. Okay.
Oh, just monsters.
I really hope that I don't have to kill
Oh, yeah.
other people as
I got you.
No, I mean it's fine.
Yeah, no, I-
I've killed more than 5 people. It's not like it's my favorite thing. I wasn't super excited about it, but I'm also not going to let them kill me. So
I'm going to Willoughby's response to the bandit query. I'm going to sort of not gloss over, but he is in a very unique situation where he has lived for a very, very long time and has been separated from humanity. But for the rest of you, if bandits tried to rob us, would you kill them?
No, I would terrorize them and scar them for life.
I mean, I would beat
Arguably,
them,
at
I
that
would
point,
hurt
killing
but
them may be a
Yes.
mercy.
Can
I'm going to kill a shitty roadside bandit. Sorry.
can I take over their operation and turn them into better people?
Or could I just take over their operation and make some
too
money?
much
No, I'm
work.
joking on that. That's also a lot of work.
That's
and I
called a
don't want
renewable
to.
food source, my love. Can I?
Okay. Yeah, it's good to know. I'm learning a lot. Thank you for your time, everyone.
You didn't give me answers to that hypothetical.
Do you want? Sure, you could. I guess it depends on the bandit. Also, what if they have a shitty operation and you don't feel like it? It's like it's not even worth it. Then you just kill them.
It's just like any bandit going after a Kvistir has a fucking death wish against the gods as it is. I just don't know why you would be dumb enough to do that. You know what I mean?
Well, people are desperate. Yeah, people
Also,
do
people
things.
are really stupid.
People are also
you'd have to
very
be
stupid.
dumber than
People are
dirt
stupid.
to
Yes,
do that.
Do I just
Willoughby,
dump
you-
the body in the lake? Is that the?
Oh, no, yeah, I think we're nearly
How
there.
far are we from town right now? Is
Yeah,
it
this is
in-
like
Yeah,
as
I
you've
imagine
been
you've been
walking,
walking and
like,
talking the
this
entire
is the
time.
roadside combo.
Yeah. That's why I didn't
God, so it's
try.
probably like renewable food source.
That's all they hear though. They just catch that like
it's
Yeah.
just
they were
weird snippets.
roommates, and then they
Yeah.
just get that as they're continuing on.
Can we walk roughly along the shore of the water?
Absolutely. If you'd like to do that, you can. Yes. If you prefer that over the roadside, you can.
I didn't like how he said that. I don't know why. If you
I
would
love it.
like to
I'm a
do
big
that,
fan.
you can.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the best DM phrasing. It's the best.
It's a beautiful, placid, serene lake. It looks like
Oh, it's so
nothing bad
beautiful.
would ever happen here.
Yeah, I mean, Mirror Lake, it's pretty big. It goes on for a few miles, so it looks far more similar to when you're looking across the sea, and it kind of goes on past the horizon. It's, for the most part, it's a pretty clear water. You can see a good few feet down. It does get a little bit murkier as it kind of gets as it's dusk now, so not much light is getting down there, but it is a pretty clear lake. The water runs cleanly into little streams nearby, and it kind of drifts up into the ironwood. The water itself is kind of trickling from the lake outward into the ironwood, but you can actually hear as the water, even just in like small streams, makes quite a lot of noise. It's quite heavy water. You would step alongside, walking by the kind of brushes and the riverside and the lakeside foliage that's kind of grown bright and colorful with yellows and kind of this almost like lavender style color plantation that's grown along the side. The general ironwood itself doesn't kind of grow the greenest of grass. The trees themselves soaking most of the water around the area, and these kind of riverside plants are the most colorful thing you're going to find here. But if you would like to carry on going down that way, you can. Is that the way you would like to travel all the way to the narrow portion of...
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. What could go wrong?
I would prefer to not pass through Gaetha also.
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
Walking along for the next hour or so as you're talking. It is later at night, and you come across this kind of... You see over in the kind of lake itself, the general major lake kind of pushes out into the distance. But there's this almost like a pool. You can hear the rushing of water as it comes down, various kind of elevation, and pours into this large pool area. Around the edge of the pool, you can see these large rocks that block it from the main lake. Some water occasionally splashes as waves go across, causing the water to push across into the pool, and some of it overfills onto the bank side. Now the moon and the sky and the kind of shifting tides, you can see that the water just moves back and forth. And you're passing alongside the water. How close to the lake are you walking?
Draven is unreasonably close.
This is me trying not to metagame it. Juno would actually not be very close because of her fear of water. So she's probably much further into land than the others are. Like, she's probably avoiding the shoreline.
And fear not about metagaming, by the way, because you have been told...
Yeah, we were told how big it is and
You were
stuff.
told there's a big fish,
yeah.
and it is in its own locked-off pool.
Yeah.
Kind of-
It's also Mark the player would very much like Juno to be right next to the lake because
Oh, yeah,
Juno's
I think
waiting.
Gabe and Mark
She's
are
just
all like,
picking up.
but Juno would not be. Juno would be
Yes.
far
Is
away.
there a tree line near the
Decently close. Yeah. The trees are fairly sparse around it, yeah.
I think Willoughby would be following kind of closest to the tree line as long as it wasn't like awkwardly distant from conversation from the rest of the group.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like trying to shout to speak with everyone in this.
I think that's where
situation.
Juno would be then as well. Like, she'd probably be with Willoughby, like walking that sort of distance.
And you said we heard it was in its own individual pool
Yes.
near the lake?
It's like
Yes.
a bit that kind of goes.
It's in its own, like, imagine if you were going to a swimming pool and you've kind of got like a kind of a water park, and you've kind of got the cut off section away from like the major pool, maybe for like where the kids
pool.
go. Yeah, it's almost cut off like that. It's its
Tide
own little,
pool.
yeah, it's like its own little tide pool. In fact, I'll go ahead and just move you across to.
Oh, okay.
What the hell?
Oh, you're just gonna. Oh, just. Would you like
I-
us to place our fucking tokens in there, my guy,
know.
so we can just get an eyeball of where we are?
I just
That's just
somehow
so
happen to have.
convenient.
This is actually kind of pretty, but that water looks gross. I'm gonna ask Willoughby what it tastes like.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
love it.
You.
I love DMs.
You'd probably be on the northern side area. We
Couldn't
can
you say
we
that
can
'cause it's
stop the
smaller?
sunset as well.
But this is all hypothetical because this is a random pool.
Yes, yeah. This is just something I had prepared in case.
Yeah, I mean,
ever
I'm
you
gonna
walked
just put my
past.
token, like, you know, just to say where I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
cool.
Okay, I'm probably near Juno.
Okay. You would approach and see the kind of rippling water as the kind of each of these symbols here is essentially representing as the water's coming down elevations, like small waterfalls, and it's almost like a not necessarily a rapids, but it's definitely a faster stream that pours into the pool itself, coming from in the Ironwood. Go ahead, everyone, and make a. Actually, no. Instead of making a perception check, I'm going to do this.
Oh. Ho ho.
Well, in a not so subtle manner, every single one of you, as I did roll a natural 1, would see the water start rippling in your direction. You, again, are pretty aware of where you are, of what to expect necessarily. And yeah, there's this very kind of like, you immediately get the feeling you're being watched. And in the lake itself, you can see the water rippling, pouring open. And then suddenly, coming straight towards it, you see,
Okay.
dashing forward,
Oh, look at he's so
this
pretty.
massive fish underneath the water with a great big kind of frills of red and gold, going straight towards your area, Draven. And it's going to rush up.
What the fuck?
And actually, I'll leave it here, as you all would have seen it rushing up and kind of coming towards the surface. It's about 10 feet under. I'll put that as token. About 10 feet under the water, and you can now see it. Its mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth, eyes wide. But you know it's staring straight forward. Not a body. Are you throwing it in?
I'm throwing that body as soon as that thing shows up.
As soon
No,
as you see
so
the
to
fish?
be clear, we are out. We are no longer dealing with a hypothetical here, huh? I was confused. I thought we were still in a hypothetical scenario,
Do you know
Joe.
what? I was going to put the
don't
fish in a different thing, but then, you
That
know.
transition though.
know.
Yo, how do you think
Okay.
it tastes?
We're
Well,
gonna find out.
roll initiative and find out.
I mean, we
You know
could
what?
still always run. We
I-
have that option.
you do.
It's just there.
It
What do
is
you
a
say?
Said if it showed up, we'd kill it.
Well,
Willoughby's
do
gonna
you know what?
Way.
I did not expect to have this fight today because I was like, oh, they're skipping the fish. And you were like, we walk alongside the stream. We walk alongside the lake. I'm like, I got the body. You
I
throw
put
the
my
body
hand in the water and just walk.
We
with
don't
my
want to fight
hand
that fish.
in the water.
Juno, have fun being right next to the fish on that initiative order.
I
Wait,
make fish
that's
noise.
bad for me. Hold on.
I'm trying to find where my initiative is. For some reason, I
I
forgot.
just like to.
I can't hit this thing, so I'm gonna, you know, it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be a fun one.
acknowledge the energy I just put out into the universe with that nat 1 on my initiative. I feel like it's gonna go really well for me.
Trust
Even
me, I
Lena
had the
didn't
same.
know that they were going to be fighting a fish today. They just didn't. They just assumed.
weird
Legitimately,
because I was, like,
legitimately, I thought
thinking
this
I
would just
could
be a dead map
swim.
to go. I genuinely did because you were like last week. You're like, no, we'll skip the fish. And I was like, okay, sure, yeah. So I
I
didn't
wasn't
expect
even
it.
thinking about fish.
I just want to get rid of the body.
Is everyone?
I wanted to fight the
Draven
fish.
just had his body.
I would like to fight the
We're
fish.
just we're
Oh,
just
Jesus,
good
buddy.
friends and helping him get rid of this body.
Yeah, that's the homies.
Well, Juno, what's your dexterity?
My dexterity is
A lot.
16.
Hey.
You go before the fish.
I was like, if you lose to this fish, we're.
Yeoman bait goes
We're
next
on the
after you, Juno.
shore.
The thing
As
is,
a
I don't know
body
what
is tossed into the water.
I don't know what Juno would do. I mean, we've all seen it. Like, I don't need to call out and be like, fish. Fish.
I'm so astounded that it's that big. I'm just like, whoa, look at that fish. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, it is pretty big.
I will just step up next to Draven. I'm not going to go further than Draven. And I am going to ready my... Is this a bonus action or an action? I can use a readied action to use a bonus action. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I'm okay with that. If it gets within range, if it gets within 10 feet, sorry, I will summon my Arms of the Astral Self.
Okay.
And that'll be my readied action. There's nothing until it gets closer. I can't really do anything. So.
Okay. On its turn, the first thing it's going to do is swallow the body in front of it. It's not very intelligent.
I
You just see it immediately, and swallows it back. I'm now going to start rolling for something. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, something.
Nothing happens after it
Secret DM
swallows.
roll.
And you kind of see it, kind of knock it back, and then it's going to swim back into the water a little deeper, and it's going to go down to 20 feet depth. You can just see it at this point. It has half cover. Well, no, it has 3/4 cover deep in this water. Okay. It is your turn, Willoughby.
Willoughby is going to starry form archer.
Okay.
So he's going to get his archer form going. And since he's so deep in the water, Willoughby's actually going to stand back a little bit here. I'm going to prepare a spell to cast Guiding Bolt when this fish emerges back to the surface.
Okay.
And I'm going to bonus action archer attack right now.
Okay.
Because prepare is action and reaction, right? So I still have my... Oh, I already used my bonus.
You
action.
use your reaction.
I do get it. Yeah. So I can still. So yeah. I'm not crazy, but I definitely probably missed. 15.
No, you hit. It's oh wait, no, sorry, it's got the 3/4 cover.
With the cover. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you missed,
3/4 cover is +5.
I'm just taking it because it's a freebie on archer form. So.
Yeah, you might as well.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Also, it might get its attention and bring it over to us.
It's true. You fire the radiance into the water, and you see as it kind of slows down just before hitting it, and then fades. But it brightens up the water for a moment. You see it kind of light up, and you see this thing is like blood is kind of pouring around its mouth. It's kind of blackened blood, which is clearly changed overnight in that body, and it's munching in the air and kind of going into a bit of a frenzy, swallowing back any of the last pieces of this body. But you are ready in your form if it comes close to you. Ready in your action.
Yep.
Eldred.
I would like to cast a spell with a 30-foot range, but it's 20 feet down. Is it still just 30 feet horizontally away, or you need me to be a little closer to make up for that?
It is. So what's the range, sorry?
30.
As long as you are on the bank, you could do it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much 20 feet down straight there.
I will run up to the bank next to Juno and just summon into my hands some little ghosties and mutter Sentinel and throw them into the water at the fish's eyes to cast blindness.
Okay.
Con save 15, please. Or please no.
No.
It is going to use its only legendary resistance to resist against that as the blindness kind of goes into it. But the frenzy of swallowing back this food has caused it to kind of withhold against it. It does, though, however, brighten up its scales. It can now longer not get any 3/4 or full cover whilst in the water, as you can kind of always see it.
Nice.
So it's now back down to half cover.
And as bonus action, I'm going to use my... Can I use my telekinetic shove to just shove it up to the surface?
How far can your telekinetic shove do? Is it a 5 foot?
You got telekinesis too, bro?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hell yeah, bro!
Yeah, 5
Oh, y'all
feet.
got mind stuff.
5 feet. You can try and knock it up 5 feet. It's 20 feet down at the moment, so you won't be able to
Yeah,
jump all the
yeah,
way to the
exactly.
surface. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll try that. Strength save 15.
It fails. It goes.
Hey.
Five
There's
feet.
reach, grab into nothingness, and yank up.
Okay, yeah,
Like
you
a
can
claw
feel
machine.
its weight there in the water, and you kind of lift it slightly. Almost like mind fishing.
And take a step back
Move
off the
over,
shore.
Mind flayer, mind fishing.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
It is going to use its legendary action first to swim close to the surface. It's now 5 feet away as it goes and turns and comes straight towards the surface here.
That's bad.
That's not good.
Lena.
What? I can't remember. What did the fisherman guy tell us? He was like, "Oh, it had frills. It did like a thing with its frills." What did he tell us it did?
I can't remember his exact wording, but essentially it can push out its frills and kind of scare individuals.
Right. Okay. All right. I am going to. So it's
5
how
feet below
far
the
under
surface.
is it? It's how much? Sorry.
5.
Yeah. Okay. I'll chuck a dagger at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not? Right. 19.
Hits.
7. No sneak.
7 points of
No sneak.
No sneak
psychic
for you.
damage. Okay. Yeah, you throw it into the water. So it kind of shakes its head around.
And then I guess. I can bonus action that again, and then I'm gonna move out of the
Okay.
way. So sure, we'll blade number 2. 16
Hits.
Knife, baby.
for a whopping 3.
Hey, 3 extra points of damage, yeah.
Hey.
So at 10 psychic damage, you throw another one in there, and it kind of lands in there, and it kind of freaks out from the feeling of the psychic damage seeping into its skin.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Did it surface to
It's
the?
not surfaced yet.
But it did lose its 3/4 cover. I don't know if that would still trigger Willoughby.
I said surface. So
Oh, okay. No,
I'm
there you
holding
go.
it till surface.
And then I'm gonna move
Okay.
back a little bit, and that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, before yours, Draven, it is going to attempt to leap up. You see as it shoots out of the water,
My moment.
lands on the bank. Your 2 reactions go off.
Oh yeah, my
Guiding
extra
bolt.
arms.
21 hits.
Nice.
Yep, and your spectral arms can go off as well.
Dexterity
Henry.
saving throw for me.
You're all right.
Mm.
10 points of
Genius.
radiant damage. Yeah, it fails. That knocks it back, doesn't it?
So it's going to take 6 points of force damage, and it does not knock it back. No, not currently. It just does
Okay.
the 10 points of force damage
So
for the moment.
it just kind of bursts out, hits part of it. It shakes in the air, and it lands like almost sideways, and is going to attempt to bite and swallow you, Draven.
Hell yeah. Oh, I just didn't want it to be Juno. Yeah, I'm here for it.
I was going to say, I can get swallowed again. It could be my thing.
An 18 to hit.
That meets it. So
Okay.
that beats it. Hell yeah.
Then you take 14 points of piercing damage,
Holy
Hell
shit.
and it leaps
yeah.
around you, bites, and then swallows you back into its stomach.
But now
Hell
Draven gets to
I'm-
tear it apart from the inside.
Yeah, oh, life is good now.
Inside, you can feel its body is vibrating violently. And the
That's
body,
weird.
you have dark vision, no? So you'd be able to see inside.
Yeah.
Inside its body, you can see the body that was previously thrown in there. It's basically being like almost like vibrated into crush. So it's kind of like viciously vibrating in the center of the stomach, and its body parts like coming across.
Like
It's almost grinding
ultrasounding it.
Yes, it's practically ultrasounding it into like a very microscopic pieces.
Maybe too much info, but that's how they got rid of a kidney stone I once had.
Oh, really? That's kind of cool.
They literally ultrasound it and break it apart.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's actually really cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's how this thing's stomach would work there. So if you've got any kidney stones, it gets rid of them immediately.
Yeah.
Hell yes. I am old.
Yeah, I'm fearful of them
Probably
as well.
been at least one.
I'm the same. It is your turn, though, Draven.
Hell yeah. I'm going to bonus action cast Thunderous Smite because no matter what, that's going to be bad. And then I'm going to strike the fish from the inside.
Hey, come on. I believe in you.
That's a 16 to hit.
It does hit, yeah.
And I'm going to put in another Divine Smite just because I don't know. Paladins just go through spells.
Paladin be paladin.
Basically. All right. So then that is 2 radiant, 9 slashing for 11.
11 points of damage.
Then 8 thunder. Ignore that other radiant. 8 thunder.
Okay.
And I need it to make a. I don't know how this is gonna work. Is it a strength save?
Thunderous Smite?
I need it to make a strength saving throw.
It's checking its core
You can
strength.
see as well as
right
you
now.
kind of cut into it. The thunder damage comes from Thunderous Smite. Almost like interrupts its vibration. It has like a certain pattern to it.
Hell yeah.
Strength save coming up. It's a 22. Rolled pretty well.
That passes. So it does not get pushed 10 feet away from me while I'm inside of its body.
Yeah, that would be interesting
Like
though.
this force kind of like boom, and it just
Yeah,
launches.
You could see this like portion of its like skin, because you can see now it's on the kind of bank, leaning half into the water, half out. You can see its body is slightly like vibrating in the bank. You can see the trees around it, the brushes around it, kind of shaking. And there's a moment where like it stops and a different kind of vibration goes, and it goes back to its normal vibration where he's cut on the inside.
What is it like when its mouth is closed and then a sound that can be heard 300 feet away from people? Like,
Yeah. What do we hear?
Yeah, you'd hear this kind of like it's like vibrating inside. You did
Almost
do
like a depth charge.
yeah, it's like yeah, exactly. That's
I
exactly
think
what it'd
he's
be like.
doing something in there.
Its mouth opens though when you cut it, spits you right back out to where you were previously.
Oh,
You did enough damage. You see, it just kind of lies on the side of the bank.
I'm going back in. It's my turn.
Juno.
Okay, now that Golden Wisdom is out, Juno's going to strike her typical pose of the thinker, point towards the fish, and then just I'm not even going to bother asking it a question this time. You just get a sort of like and then flurry of fists from the Golden Wisdom as she launches in. I'm going to flurry of blows this. So yeah, this is all Golden Wisdom. First attack is a 15 to hit.
Hits?
Should I just roll all the attacks, Joe, and then I can do the damage rolls?
Yeah,
or
that's
do you want
fine.
me to do them?
That's fine.
Yeah, is
Yeah,
that
unless
right?
you're doing anything
Alright,
special
so,
with the attacks. Yeah, that works.
go.
Yep. So bonus action, flurry of blows. So second one is a 14 to hit,
Also hits.
and then 10. I'm gonna guess that's
10
a miss.
does not. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'll do 2 damage rolls. So 5 force damage, followed by 6 force damage.
Very nice. Still of 11. Very nice. You just whack into it twice, breaking some of its scales apart. You see it's kind of flopping against the side of it. Almost like a magic carp. It's like...
Yeah.
and you can see the splashing of the water going all around it.
And then I will just use my movement to just sidestep 5 feet and stand in front of Eldred in
Okay.
case this thing turns around.
Okay. On its turn, it is going to flare up its entire fins to kind of make itself look massive, and you can see them all shoot up. Can everyone please make everyone who can see it, make a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh.
17.
Wait.
14.
Saving throw. 20.
Ooh, she wise.
I don't want to roll anymore. Everybody else rolled really well.
Dude, just come up here and join us at the
That is a
successful
14.
roll table.
Hey, 16.
Hey.
Okay, I feel
If I
better.
fail it, I can reroll.
I can tell you every single one of you succeeded it, and you're all immune to its fear for the next 24 hours. So you are...
This
Ooh,
fish
good
is
for you,
actually
fish.
kind of
Enough.
fucking pathetic.
Afraid of her.
That is sad.
Don't say that,
You
Tavato.
see as it shoots up all of its fins, like expecting you all to be there in fear, as it looks now gargantuan when it stretches them out. It's massive.
Just a fish.
You've seen Draven get swallowed by this thing, get spat back out in a second. You've seen it get punched, and you realize this is just a fish. I mean, it's a dangerous fish, but probably all gone fishing before. It fails that. It can now take its other action, though. It's going to do a headbutt and a bite. It's going to try and headbutt Draven.
Let's go.
19 to
Fish
hit.
just like,
Ow.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. It just whacks against it. I imagine the
This is
headbutt.
wrecking.
It hits hard. That's the thing. Is
Yeah. It doesn't hit many times, but it hits hard.
I got a plan. I got a plan.
The headbutt is kind of like almost like a slam of the side of its fins, and then it's going to go for a bite attack on you, Juno.
no, please. She's a baby.
A 19 to hit as well.
Fucking hell.
got nothing I can do. So chomp chomp.
10 points of piercing damage and swallowed back.
Oh, come on.
And it's then going to use its movement speed. Push
You
back
just
into the
see
water.
as Juno disappears into its gullet, she just looks at Eldrin and is just like, I'm used to it, and then just
Not
It pulls itself back into the
again.
water, and it is going to move
It's a
back
good
10
thing
feet.
Juno's
You have-
inside it and doesn't know.
Yeah.
Wait.
Draven, you have an
Wait,
attack of
anyone?
opportunity if you want.
Oh God. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Believe.
18.
18 hits.
I'm gonna put in another smite.
Fuck yeah, dude.
God, my spells. Oh, they're going so fast. 9 radiant, 11 slashing, 20
Nice.
total.
Yeah, you see as you cut into it, causing its vibration to go push into the water. It does keep Juno its mouth, has to be down from the inside.
No!
It pushes
Yep,
down,
damages to be from inside.
and it's going to go down. Yeah, it's going to go down 35 feet into the water.
Oh.
Stop that.
And it swims all the way down. It has half cover now, not 3/4. You guys can see it lit up, and it's kind of moving around where this piece has kind of come off it pretty high. So you can hit portions of it still. But that's its turn. You're now inside of its vibrational stomach. You could hear the water is deepening around you. And your ears pop for a moment, Juno.
But she, okay, so she, like, I can hear the water, but I haven't seen it, right? Because I'm inside.
You're
I don't
inside.
have dark vision as well, so I'm assuming it's pitch black.
It
in
is
here,
dark in
or-
here, yeah. And you can feel sludge.
Okay.
Oh, also, I should roll. Ah. You would
What?
feel
I don't like
inside
that.
of it. This black sludge is starting to, like, seep in. And you can see it's, like, vibrating into it. And you can feel this kind of sludge on your fingers. On its face,
That's not good.
a third eye grows.
What?
On the fish?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. We got the Simpsons mutant fish.
We can't see it from the surface, can we?
You know, you got it. It's lit up. Since it uses legendary resistance to kind of push away
Oh,
the blindness.
yeah, so now we
You can see it kind of glowing underneath the water.
What is?
Shit.
Was
Your
that
turn,
the?
Willoughby.
I'm sure that it's not deep underwater. It's probably just. It's
Okay.
probably just a few feet.
All right, first bonus
not.
action,
Heart is
archer
from
form attack,
the Mom.
21 to hit,
Hits.
or 10
Oh,
radiant
you'd have,
damage.
by the way, you'd have to come close to the edge, just because it's now.
Okay,
deep
Willoughby
under.
will come close to the edge and do that.
Okay.
And then he's going to move a little bit this way.
Okay.
And Joe, I'm going to prepare an action to cast the spell Enlarge Reduce to reduce its size if it comes back to the shore.
Okay. Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Eldred.
I don't like that. I'm going to send nearby and throw more ghosts at its eyes, try to blind it again.
Okay. I mean, that's con save, isn't it?
Yes.
17.
Oh, it saves.
Yeah, it.
Bonus action. I'll try to shove it
You would
up.
see you close off like one of its eyes, and then two more grow out and appear, and it just starts to grow more eyes. So you blinded like a couple, but two more appear.
Are you sure that bait you made is actually hurting it or anything?
That heart came from the demon monster mom, right? Didn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
You think he just kind of helped it along and becoming a worse monster by feeding it?
It's okay, we'll kill it. It's
But
fine.
that's good, right? Because that's more money, right?
I'm truly not sure that's how this works.
Strength save, please, as I
Oh,
try to
yeah,
drag
you
it
knock up.
towards us.
Yeah, it fails. So pulls up 5 feet. You kind of get this rush for a moment, Julia, side where you go, kind of getting lurch upwards.
Okay.
Does your golden wisdom? It doesn't glow, does it?
I don't believe she gives off any light. No, not yet. I think when I get to higher levels, when I can summon, I think that maybe you get cool stuff. But right now, it's just because technically, like the rules of the subclass, it's just the arms. But we always flavor it that it's kind of like the JoJo stand, where it's like the full-bodied figure.
Got it.
But she just punches currently. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah. At the moment, it's like a dim. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Lena then.
So it's still pretty far under, right?
Yeah, 30 feet under.
All right, I will have to move closer then. Okay. Nope, I will not do that because I have a ruler selected. I will move over here. Can I hit it from here if I throw?
I would say you'd have to come closer because you're kind of 10 feet into the land there. It is pretty much directly down. This is a deep pool.
All right, I don't know. This close? Closer?
Again, probably like along here. It could be along the actual ridge here, looking down into the water.
Right. Well, Eldred was right there. All right, I will stand there. Do I get sneak attack because Juno is inside of it?
Technically, I would say yes.
Oh yeah.
Right on. Now that's that D&D ruling you like to
Yeah,
hear.
do I
it's
get-
like technically you have an ally who is not incapacitated
Right.
within 5 feet.
Most definitely within. They're the closest to 5 feet you could ever be. They're within feet.
So, so wait. So what is? So sorry. So I have advantage, right? So I can toggle.
No.
Is that what it is?
So
No, I just
you have
get
sneak attack. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Ally within 5 feet just means you get sneak
Well, I
attack.
whiffed it. It is a 13.
It has half cover right now, so that would have hit. It falls just a little bit short.
I feel like that would have hit if it wasn't so fucking far down, and then I will bonus action and try again for a 23.
So you put a
to
little
hit.
bit more effort into it and launch it down into the water. It hits.
It's a shame I'm hitting it with this hand, which is my left hand, which is weaker. And
I don't know
still
why
get the sneak
you're narrating the.
Oh wait, do I get the sneak? Because I only get it once per turn.
You
so I
only
get
get
but
it
you
once per
didn't-
turn and you didn't
Yeah.
hit.
You
so
didn't
yeah,
hit,
you
so
get
yeah.
sneak attack.
Yeah, so 12, please.
Yep, 12 damage as you launch it in there, and it strikes right in. You can see it kind of fade into the body.
Okay. And I feel
Can I
like that
ask,
was probably
how do
only...
you? I don't know if the soul knife explains this.
Yes,
It
well,
says it's psychic damage.
it does.
Is it manifested in the same way dark illusion magic is done? You know, like say, take Mirage Arcane, right? That is technically there, right? Because it's illusion magic that's made manifest. Is that the same with your
So,
soul knives, or is it? A
You
case of-
manifest it as... It says you manifest
Psychic
as
energy.
shimmering blades of psychic energy.
just
So
psychic
you
energy. Okay.
manifest a blade, and
Okay.
you make an attack with that
So it
blade.
is actually there. It's made
Yeah,
of silent
and then it
energy.
disappears as it hits.
Okay,
Or
so
if
then
it
I'm going to give you
disappears.
a decision here.
Okay.
I'll work throughout. Because technically a debate came up with, could you cut chains with it? And the general consensus is usually no, because it's technically psychic damage. So psychic damage can't break chains. However,
Makes
in
sense.
this scenario, if you go by that logic, then surely the water wouldn't slow it down. So I will give you a decision. If you want to go by that, then the first hit could hit. Right, it won't be slowed down by matter. But if you
Yeah,
go for the latter,
makes
it means
sense,
you
yeah.
can cut chains, but it will be slowed down by matter. It's more.
Think about how you can now, if with that logic,
You
throw a
can-
knife through a wall.
Bullshit.
Think
this
about
then.
that.
Okay,
we
so
have
when
so many. All right, DM.
I would
Not
like to
slowed
go
by
with
difficult terrain.
confer
Physical objects
yeah.
will still
Yeah.
stop it.
Joe,
Like
here's what I would
non-solid
like to do.
objects.
Non-solid, exactly.
I'd like to take a moment to
Thank you,
confer
Marsh.
with my counsel. My counsel is Tomato, the guy who will figure any
Bullshit.
way to like get something out of it. So I'd like to take a moment
The
to confirm.
anti-DM.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't know.
We have so many metal weapons. I think it'd be fucking rad
Yeah,
if we'd be able to
I
play
have-
Cool that,
shit.
it can't break chains,
Yeah.
but it can like travel
have
through,
regular
like, gases and
daggers.
water and shit.
Yeah, you
and
can
I-
fill that gap, but if you sign this away now,
I kept regular daggers for that reason because I thought, well, surely they won't be able to do all that stuff. So I'd like it to be like spooky cool.
Because
I
the way
also
I
think that
imagine-
makes the most sense as well.
Yes, I
like,
agree.
that
Yeah.
it's psionic energy. It's like Gambit or Psylocke kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, or like that psychic glance, right? Like you don't have to see, just like say their name and it like shoots at it.
Okay. So go ahead and you roll the damage on the first one, but don't take the sneak on the first one.
Okay. 9.
There you go.
yeah.
9 points of extra damage.
12 and 9. Damn.
As you see, it carries on going, and it logically in your mind, you know that if you'd thrown a dagger, they would have slowed down. But your one just kind of builds the same momentum.
That's weird. I thought the first one wasn't going to hit, and then it did.
There's
anything
lots of weird stuff happening today.
that's it. I think I probably used all my movement to
The
get
fish's third eye blinks 5 times.
Yeah. Draven.
Should I not jump in the water?
If this thing comes anywhere near the water, I'm gonna shrink it down and I'm gonna try to rip it out of this pond.
Not before Juno
Just
gets
to be
out,
clear.
right?
I'm operating the assumption that if I shrink it down, Juno is gonna be spat out. I hope.
There's
I'll
one way to
stay.
fight.
Hey, I'll take it. If he hopes that doesn't happen, that means he gives somewhat of a shit.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna bonus action. Form of dread, because I want some health back. So that's 11 temp HP,
Nice.
and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That's a 10 to hit.
10 does not
This
hit.
never works. I am
Shoot
not
the
a
water.
warlock that Eldritch Blasts.
I know, it's a shame. Your Eldritch Blast is, even though it's a +6 and it's a decently high roll, you managed to somehow always roll badly for Eldritch Blast. You shoot
Not
into
a
the
high
water.
roller. It's Mark.
That's fair.
Nice.
Trust
And it
me,
kinda
dude, you watch
fades.
my show, I'm the only one who gets to roll high on that show. We actually cursed a chap who joined us for our TwitchCon game. He then went back to his normal game, and he's rolled nothing but, like, really
His
badly
rolls
since
were
he played
so
with us.
bad that
It was so
Good
funny.
game.
I'm gonna take 2 steps back
Okay.
from the edge of this water because it has headbutted me and tried to eat and eaten me. I feel like
Literally.
Juno. Yeah.
It's gonna, at the end of your turn, use a legendary action to move 20 feet up. It's still 10 feet under the surface, though. Swims back up. Juno, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to be... Does anything happen at the start of my turn, Joe, as I am swallowed?
It
I want
does.
to check, make
you
sure.
take
Yeah.
2d4 thunder damage.
Mark, no.
Yep.
5
Could be
thunder
right.
damage.
Thunder.
Yeah,
No,
because it's
I got-
basically...
Makes sense. It's like
vibration.
vibration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The ultrasound.
Thunder damage in D&D is just mostly
Yeah,
vibrations
it's like
and
it's
kind
like
of...
noise.
Yeah.
Stuff
It's like
that.
opera singing, smashing glass. You feel your body kind of shaking around. You can see skin breaking and cracking as it starts to bleed from the inside of its body.
Like blood coming out the ears a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage?
5.
All right, 5 points of damage. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one whack because I don't think there's really anything else I can do on my action this turn, but I do want to try something with my bonus action. Golden Wisdom's with me, so we're just going to do 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Oh, sorry, that was... now I really wish that I use my bonus action to attack, because holy shit, I just rolled 2 natural 20s, apparently. 7 points of force damage. I'm going to be fair, and I said I wasn't going to use my martial arts, so I don't use
Yeah,
my second
dude.
attack.
You can if you like.
And no. I'm definitely...
Mark is too good for the rest
Don't
of us.
take
You'd
that
all be like,
pity.
"Yep, I
Don't
knew it."
fucking take it.
I'm not
You
gonna
don't
take it.
need
I'm not gonna take it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my telekinetic feet, and I'm going to try to shove towards what I think is because I got swallowed, so I know which end is the mouth of the fish. I want to shove away from it and try and propel my body through its mouth to try and get out. So, like, force myself out of its mouth, if that works.
Yeah.
Because it would normally shove the creature 5 feet away, but I figured if I'm inside it, maybe I can shove myself 5 feet
if you're going to
up.
shove it. Okay, I see. So you're shoving yourself. Oh, got it.
Pull it myself out of its mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it do a.
This would normally be a strength save for the telekinetic feat.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it do a. I'll decide between con and strength. I'm gonna make it do a con save, which is the same roll of strength for it. But if you break out via this way, you're gonna take 1d4 piercing damage. You scrape along the teeth.
Smash through the teeth and stuff. Yeah, it's DC 14. So
There's
for the strength save normally.
20. You would
Damn it.
slam against the back of the teeth. You don't take any piercing damage as its teeth are kind of nailing shut. You hit against it. But you are against the front of the mouth now, and you can feel yourself there.
Okay. All right.
On its turn, it's going to roll d20. Okay. It swims up.
Okay.
If it surfaces, I cast Enlarge Reduce.
It is going to surface. So the moment it leaps up, starts swimming up to the surface. What save do I do for Enlarge Reduce?
Con save.
It's a 19.
Yeah, no dice.
And you just see, as out of its body,
Oh no.
2 legs form.
You know, this is making it a lot worse than beta stage.
And it leaps
I was
up
just
to the
yelling
leg,
because I said, what if it's legs?
and its eyes look down to its legs, like almost shocked in itself. It's just slapping along the side of the. And
This is some Dark Souls.
You're telling me
shit,
this
man.
thing has already figured out how to use these legs? This isn't like a baby
Welcome.
deer barely able to stand
Yeah.
no,
situation?
Come on.
this is.
It's seen legs.
It's not that. This is very rapid monster forming fluid essentially.
I have never wanted to see art of something more in my life.
Yeah.
Eldred?
Also, Joe, are you?
How many
sorry,
legs? Just 2?
Joe, are
Just
you
the 2 front
rolling
ones.
a D20 chart based on
What kind of
monster
legs are
thing?
these?
Yes, I am.
Are these like people legs?
These
Are
baby
these,
legs?
Like,
Has it got baby legs now?
Baby legs.
they're more
baby
like-
arms.
They're more like, you know, when a
legs?
tadpole first kind of grows legs and goes into the stage before it becomes a frog. It's almost those kind of
Look,
like
it's got baby
flap-like
legs.
legs. Yeah.
In my
Oh,
head,
these
it's
frog
got
legs.
2 like slender like lady legs like in Toy Story when
We
that
should have
train-
just buried
you've-
that
you've created
fucking
a-
body.
You've created a top half mermaid.
yeah, it's a reverse mermaid.
Yeah.
It's a reverse.
What have
mermaid.
you done?
You look over
And it's gonna try and bite
Just
Eldred
hear a
and swallow
muffled
Eldred.
like,
Eldred, does a
Juno,
16
can
hit?
you hear us? It has legs.
No.
You see the teeth?
Right.
For a moment, you see the teeth open up, and kind of Junior get knocked around inside. You see Junior, and it tries to bite you, and then clamps down shut again.
No shit.
Joe, does it still have to breathe with water,
Currently,
or does it have
is-
lungs?
I'll say
Yeah.
roll
Did you roll a d20
on
for
your
lungs?
chat. You can roll on your chat on your turn. You can roll. I'd say a
Lung check.
bonus action to kind of insight it, if you like, or nature check.
nature.
Right, cool
nature-
beans, man.
Or,
Cool beans.
I'll tell you, a nature or arcana, considering this ain't natural, but okay, it's
so
gonna then
funny.
headbutt you, Willoughby. A 22 to hit.
What the fuck?
That hits.
As you see, it just slaps one of its fins into you. That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And that's all it can do. It's your turn,
Okay.
Willoughby.
Yeah. I want to know if this thing has lungs. I'm gonna. So what was it? Just nature arcana, or can I do insight?
You could do. Insight's kind of reading people, but I would say, yeah, you can kind of scan it. for an
Insight to see if it's like heaving and
Yeah.
trying to breathe or not right now,
Yeah,
basically.
general demeanor for it's
That's a nat
Oh
20.
shit.
You look along and you can see its gills are very much struggling with the oxygen. They're like trying
Okay.
to breathe it in.
All right. And is it
it's like currently like on the shore, standing out of the water.
Yeah,
right
its
now.
back fin is probably like still in the water, but it's draped over its front two legs.
Okay.
Which are holding up slightly.
Willoughby, oh boy, I want to land it in such a way that it won't hit the others, but I'm going to cast Entangle on it and try to basically entangle it in such a way that it won't be able to get back into the water.
Okay.
Suffocate it.
Good idea.
Is that a dex save or strength save?
Let me pull it up. Entangle is a strength save or be restrained.
The roots come out of the ground, start wrapping around it, and it starts trying to pull against them, and gets held in place.
Awesome. I want to try to keep it away from that water. I'm guessing its legs have made it easier to entangle in my eyes, just kind of...
Yeah, it's almost got like one hooked up in it. It's trying to like unravel it, but hasn't become that intelligent yet.
Nice. And now that it's restrained, Willoughby is going to take a couple steps back from this creature.
Okay. It's going to try and do an attack opportunity to you. It does have
Let
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
But it's going to try and do a bite. No, it's a nat one. You can see it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought.
it just starts biting in the air, and like in these moments of silence, you can see Juno inside, and it just clamps down again.
Oh, that's so sad.
I've done all I can.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Eldred, it is your turn.
Can I see Juno through the teeth?
Yeah, through tiny gaps of it. Yeah, I'd say yeah.
And I will use my bonus action to try to telekinetically yank her out.
Okay.
I will willingly
between
fail
the
that
gnashing
saving
of the
throw.
teeth.
Yeah, I'll take it though. I will willingly fail.
You, as it's kind of gnashing through, you kind of pull the right time, and yeah, you pull Juno straight through. Juno,
I'll
you
take a bite if you want, Joe. If you want to make a bite on me.
I wouldn't say it's because the bite I imagine is like very much clamped down. This one you're kind of pulling
chomp.
through, so you're just kind of getting gripped through it. So you take 4 points of piercing damage though as a roll to 4 on the d4.
Sure.
So you're okay. Yeah, you get pulled out. Thank you for the ingenuity. And you
And
yanked
then-
up to the other side.
I'm just gonna scream. Yeah, you're good. And dig my nails into its face, hopefully its eyeballs, and just scream. Inflict wounds, first level. 19 to hit.
That hits.
15 necrotic damage.
In necrotic damage. Right? Is it not?
Drag
No.
my nails.
Oh yeah.
It's 15 to hit and not.
No,
not-
yeah,
You
19.
have, you have
19.
advantage on this as well because
JK.
it's restrained, right?
Yes.
That's true, yeah. And yeah, see if you
yeah.
get
Roll
crit.
just in case you get
Yeah.
crit.
Oh, go. Yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
Is that the,
Same
oh, that was
damage
nearly
though.
the exact same roll.
Yeah. 16 to hit, 19 necrotic damage.
Okay, yeah. You hit into it and you can see the necrotic damage starts to cause like the newly formed eyes, like 2 of them just like fall out and you realize there's no real like sockets built for them. They've almost been pushed out the scales. And you see the kind of necrotic damage start to kind of rot and break through part of the fish. It's a bit of a rotten fish smell.
I can't
I hate you. I'm going to
stop
run
imagining
backwards.
this fish with just like human legs flopping around right now on the shore. Like
big pair of sexy
like these,
legs.
these gross, hairy human legs.
Please stop
Yeah.
calling my giant fish sexy, guys. Okay, it's scary. It's scary.
Glub glub.
Oh no.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think your
It's gonna be
bait
used.
is complete?
Juno's gonna use his legendary action to headbutt you.
Yep.
Flapping around. 21 to hit. It rolled
Did
really
it
hard.
disadvantage though?
Oh
Restrained?
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Thank you.
That's a natural 1. You see as it goes to flop, and you can see it tries to go into, and you just hear that as it gets restrained against one of the plants that's up against it, and it keeps bashing against it, leaving you like a few feet gap of you just not getting hit by it. And you can see it's frustratingly just flapping around on the side. Yeah, it doesn't hit. Lena.
Okay, so it's entangled and I am not, correct?
That's correct.
Right. I'm going to move back a little bit. Over here. And then I will shoot the dagger at it.
Okay.
That I will miss, but I will bonus.
You have a advantage. Restrained.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I have advantage. I just listened to everyone say it 80 times. That's a 10 again.
It's the exact same roll.
That's okay, because I will bonus
Classic.
action. And that is a 17.
That hits.
And that is 8.
8 points of damage.
Because no is right there.
And also because you had advantage.
And because I had advantage.
Yeah, 8 points of damage. You
For
launch another.
multiple
dagger into-
reasons.
Keeps trying to pull against the vines. Anything else?
Those are fucking sexy legs. And then that's it. That's
I do not
Draven?
like the legs.
Why does it have legs now? It didn't have legs when it ate me.
I don't. Why are they so
Draven is
shaped
getting
like
my
legs?
monster juice.
You all see Draven with his journal out as everyone's fighting, and he sketches a picture.
Oh,
You can
no.
almost see the legs.
Oh my god.
Looking out
There we
through
go.
the green screen.
Yep.
Yep,
There it
that's
is.
it. That's exactly how I imagined it.
It's just not good. And then I was like, wait, it still has
imagining
multiple
heels.
eyes. Ooh, I can do that.
Well, 2 fell out. So
Then he drops his journal and comes up and tries to strike, but he's aiming for the legs.
Okay, sure,
What you think those legs taste like? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Draven,
are they
hit
gonna
the
taste like
sexy leg.
fish?
I'm not
Or they
gonna-
taste like human?
oh,
Actually, you know what?
shit.
It's weird. So I'm gonna bite the legs instead.
Okay.
All right.
Roll your-
Looks
roll
like
your
you're
bite
leaning
attack.
down to actually do it.
20 total.
It does. 20 hits.
Okay, hell
Thanks for that
yeah.
advantage.
So, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna put a divine smite in my bite.
Divine bite.
Can you do that?
Fine bite.
Yeah, it's a melee attack.
Is it
Yeah,
weapon?
is it-
or
it
is
might
it,
have to- yeah,
does it
I
work
think-
natural?
I think they
Oh.
changed the wording to avoid this.
I think they changed the wording so you couldn't just do that kind of
thank
crazy
you.
shit.
That-
There's some,
I'll
there's
just
some crazy
bite
paladin
him
builds.
normally. So that is
See, why not?
6 points of piercing damage.
It's
I
the
know,
only the
fine,
only
fine.
reason that you don't is because there's a major healing factor to it. It might come
Yes.
later up
Oh,
in
that's
an
true.
item.
Yeah, it's true. If you
The
were
healing
boosting
factor.
the
Well,
damage.
to be clear, the healing is only related to the piercing damage. They did phrase that particularly.
Oh, there
And
you
it's
go.
also only as many,
Oh.
so I can only use the effects of my bite as many times as I have a proficiency bonus like amount. So I'm
I'll
going to
look
use
into why they've removed it, and I'll see if I can work it in later down the line as like some sort of.
deal. I'm basically I'm going to use one of my uses of it to heal piercing damage dealt by the bite. So I'm going to empower
Yeah.
myself to heal 6 points of damage
Okay.
and
Cool.
suck on them legs.
Is it the ability
What
check
do
that
they
gets
taste
increased
like?
by the piercing damage? Your next ability check or something goes up as well, doesn't it?
You have to pick.
You can choose, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't give you everything. So I can either get
Oh, that's what you get the
a
health
bonus
for
to my
later.
next attack,
Okay.
or I can get the health. Yeah. So I'm going to heal for 6. Yeah, what does it taste like?
Not good. It tastes like very much like Grendel. It's the
How is
same
it?
monster fluid that kind of flows through now. It's kind of taking over its blood.
Yeah, give us that
this
review.
One. It's this one. Oh, it's like all the worst parts of a fish, but like in a person.
Oh.
Let's
wait,
make
hold
sure
on.
Draven doesn't grow another eye.
Oh,
I think
shit.
it does count as simple melee weapon. So your radiant damage would work, I think.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna just spend these points. Another 6 points of radiant.
Yep. Yeah, I think it does.
Classic
I think that's what it
paladin.
is. They changed it to piercing damage. It's not just the damage. Got it. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, you
It's also fun.
bite in, and it burns into it as well. Okay. The fish is looking hurt. Juno.
All right, I'm just because I don't want to get headbutt or bit again, and I think it's used its reaction. So I'm just going to take a 5-foot step back because Golden Wisdom has 10 feet reach, and then Juno's just going to look at this thing and just say, "Don't play with your food," and then flurry of blows. Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. Golden Wisdom, first strike, main attack, 13 to hit.
Hits. It's exactly as I said.
I'll do 8 force damage.
Okay.
Second one, 24 to hit.
Hits.
5 more force damage.
Damn, dude.
17 to hit.
Hits.
6 points of force damage.
Hey.
That's for my key point.
Okay. Very nice.
Ella, la, 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 la.
See the kind of scales are now crunching inward, and his body is like flapping violently against the rope or the vines.
Stop trying to eat me.
Oh, the fish.
Yes. Right,
Is that
that's
the
it.
end?
I'm done. Yep. Action,
Does it
bonus
make,
action, 5-foot step.
To break through
15.
the
Yeah,
vines,
strength save.
is it action to do so?
I believe it is their action. Yes. God, Entangle's so good.
Yeah, I think it's gonna use the action. It gets a bonus action of a headbutt now anyway, so it's going to use its action. It's a strength save DC 15.
Yep.
It fails. It does the headbutt as a bonus action towards Draven. 17 to hit Draven.
No.
It comes short and you can kind of block it off. That's the end of its turn. Willoughby.
Oh God. Hey Joe, how's this thing breathing at this point? Hauled out of the water with entangle.
I mean, only about 6 seconds or so have passed since it's jumped up. So
Okay.
it's gonna last a little longer.
Well, Willoughby's gonna walk up to it and cast Shape Water to freeze its gills closed. Actually, he can do it from here because it's 30 feet range. So he's gonna aim at his gills while he's stuck in the entangle and try to freeze his gills closed.
Yeah, you can see as they just.
I don't ever want to hear any of you complain about me again.
This is a fish monster that you turned into a monster with legs.
Oh, I didn't roll d20. Hold on. Let me just see what it gets.
Oh yeah, sorry. We got to see if it gets arms now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now it gets boobs.
You would see as its frills start to change color and alter.
No.
They start to kind of go in this like almost purplish color, and then a violent kind of green, and then it keeps like waving through different kind of mediums of colors. Can everyone please roll a wisdom saving throw?
Oh,
That is great.
LGBTQ fish. I love it.
Net 20.
24.
25.
No, I will not. I fail.
Oh, sorry, 16. That was Juno's net 20.
A 4.
That was mine, tomato. That was my third one, apparently, that I've rolled.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I got bad eyes.
Oh, it's an ability.
Eldred, you're fine. Juno, you're fine. Willoughby, you're fine. Lena and Draven, you fall under the effects of hypnotic pattern. So you are charmed for the duration, and you have a speed of 0.
Shit, you guys.
So
Those
someone has to use their action to
frills
kind
are
of
something.
wake you up, or if you take damage, you're kind of just staring, enamored by the colors just changing.
So
and flowing.
pretty.
Legs.
I really like purple.
Stop.
It's a nice color.
This could have been avoided.
Willoughby, you used your shape water action.
It was an action to use Shape Water to try to freeze an area of water you can see. In this case, the moisture around this fish's gills to try to seal them closed.
You're at bonus action still, right?
Yeah, as long as like that was an acceptable action that is doing something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, yeah, we'll see how much it does, but it is an acceptable action.
I
takes a
wanted to
little
make
while
sure
to
that like
suffocate,
that went through as well.
Yeah.
My bonus action, I'm gonna Archer form shoot it. I can't use a bonus action to shake any of them out of hypnotic pattern, right?
No, it has to be an action to shake.
Okay. Then yeah, Archer form 12 to hit.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Just shoots a little bit short. Maybe it's the colors are kind of flashing and making it a bit harder as a
Did
target.
it break free of the restraining?
It didn't, no. Oh, you have advantage in, yeah.
That is true. Thanks for reminding me.
Yep.
14
Does hit.
for 8 more radiant damage.
Hey.
8 radiant damage. Let me do this as well. I'm going to put a little thing on it. A little net symbol. That'll remind me. Yeah, you burn into its scales a bit more. It's hurt.
This thing's tough.
That's
Eldritch.
me.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up to my friend Lena and try to slap her out of it.
Eldred, did you say that's so pretty?
Stop it!
As you get slapped, your eyes can kind of blink, and you break the hypnotic panic.
Oh,
Kill it.
thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry. I hadn't seen. I'm sorry. Thank you.
It's okay, you're wonderful.
Thank you. You too.
That's it.
Okay.
I'll take another step back.
Lena, is your turn, though.
Stupid, sexy fish. I will throw a dagger at it.
Like a tadpole's legs. I'm giving you guys a picture of what I mean.
There's a lot of pictures in Discord right now of
I ain't looking.
the fish with sexy legs. I'm just saying. Is it still restrained? Do I still have
Yes.
advantage? Okay. 18. Nothing
18 hits.
Oh. I mean, in the right light.
Oh.
Okay, that is 16.
16 points of damage. Very nice.
And then I guess I didn't move or anything. I will bonus action again. 19
Okay, 19 hits.
or 2 more.
For 2 more damage.
How does it look?
It is really messed up. You've now cut into it. You see it's kind of spilling out. It's shaking violently because of its gills. It's trying to pull back into the water.
Okay. That is my turn.
Okay. Draven. At the end of your turn, she's going to take a headbutt against Draven. Desperate is going to have disadvantage.
What?
Which is a good thing because it has nat 20. 8 to
I
hit.
don't know what that likes you.
Yeah, it is. It does it. Right now, it doesn't know it's casting Hypnotic Pattern. It tried to
that's
swing against you, but it's stuck in the vines and it can't hit you. It is your turn.
It's a pretty fish. I'll pull up my journal, I guess, and keep drawing. I'm
Yeah.
charmed.
It's fair. Your speed is 0. Juno then.
Dude, I think I could go wake Draven up, but then there's lots of other people to go before me, and I just want to punch this fish. So I'm gonna punch the fish.
Really
Follow
hurt.
your heart and beat
Punch
the
the
crap out of
fish.
that.
Yep.
weird
Punch
legged
fish. No flurry of blows, just normal martial arts. Is it it's still restrained, right?
Still have
so-
advantage, yeah.
All right, 22 to hit for 5 points of force,
5 points of force.
and then yep, another hit
Yep.
for another 7 points of force.
Nice. Yeah.
It's just wailing on this thing, just like.
Let's go ahead then. With Juno getting the killing blow and going down the initiative. Finishing with Juno to see how you kill it. So, each of you gets your little portion to killing the Jorman bait. Willoughby, you would be next.
I think Wilby focuses further on the shaping water freezing
Okay.
thing and basically starts to freeze the water within it as well
Okay. Yeah,
to
you can
just
see
kind
it.
of seize it up.
You see the vibrations like slowing. Eldred.
I think I just want to make it die scared and just summon some little spirits in front of all of its eyes to kind of distract and freak it out.
Starts looking around
as
violently,
It's
yeah.
pummeled.
Nice. Lena.
I want to wake Draven up.
Okay. Yeah, you
I'm
rush
getting-
over and shake him.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake Draven. Draven! Hit the fish!
Oh. Okay.
Draven.
I finished my depiction, adding everyone else into the picture. Oh my god.
The
Do
green
the
screen's
thing.
got out.
Come
Where'd it
on,
go?
Green
come
screen
on,
God.
is just like
Did it
nope.
Thank you.
before.
Thank you, green screens.
come on. It's
No,
almost.
come on,
it's,
I did it before.
it's their
Just
own
use
place.
Your face.
I don't even care if it's my
Invisibility
metro.
cloak here,
By the
man.
gods.
Draven
That's
adds
my
a little
that's
friend.
my DM legendary resistance to blind all of you.
Oh my god, I didn't fix it. There we go.
Oh, no.
Draven adds his little friends. Oh. Eldritch Blast.
You burst open slightly more with Eldritch Blast, setting up for Juno. Juno, how do you want to finish it?
So I think the seeing, I think especially building on what Willoughby was doing, like freezing the water in it. Golden Wisdom, like the first punch, like uppercuts it up into the air, and then Juno is just gonna leap up and just will say, dinner time's over, and then bring the hands down, and it shatters because it's where Willoughby's frozen it. It like snaps and freezes that and breaks the frozen head sort of off the body now.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
Terminator 2 style.
Yeah, it just shatters the entire head. The entire backside of the body starts flopping lifelessly and then just lies still after a few seconds. The head shattering beneath you. And with the dead Yormabate ahead of you, we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break. Go refill your drinks, and we'll come back
Nice.
to where we left off. Good job, guys.
Surely this will be the last time Juno ever gets eaten. After this one,
It's
this
the
should be the
final
last.
blow as well.
You got the
assuming.
final blow.
I've got
This
two
was defeating your
consistencies.
demons.
in this campaign. It's poison, and Juno gets eaten.
Joe, I don't know. You've now given me a bag full of abilities to make your boss fights weirder.
Yeah. Yeah.
and I have
Sludge.
command.
Yeah, I
I will
basically
use
have to
all my
design like a
spells.
little small thing for each boss now whenever you use
I'm
one.
just imagining the alternative where this fish got these legs, could breathe on air, and was like, "Oh fuck
Yeah.
this," and fucking ran away.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
free.
right. It was just like, this is great. I'm gonna go to town.
Well, we'll be back right in 5 minutes. Guys, go get yourselves drinks and whatever. Use the loo and everything, and we'll be back.
Right on.
All right, chat. We're going to be bringing things back up in a second. Disclaimer: the cast of Mistletoe do find fishes sexy. Apparently. All right, let me bring things up.
I think I was like,
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Joe, what's up, man? How are you doing? Did you have
Yeah.
a good break?
Thanks so much for asking, there, Tomato. Yes. How are you? Who is the huge man?
Are we really doing this twice? Like, bud, we gotta
is the
have more to
huge
talk
man?
about. Like, between you and me, we gotta have more than this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But
Who's the
priorities.
huge man?
So, anyways, who's the huge man?
Tell me about this huge man.
Who is this Hugh J man? Hugh J man.
Huge man.
I know Gabe hasn't revived back yet, but we will get to get back in.
I would like
Yeah.
to cut off a scale.
Cut
I
off
want
a
to
scale.
see if there's some
Yeah, let's quietly
Teeth.
loot this thing before Gabe ever
like
finds out.
take
Come on.
with me just in
And
case.
we'll
I
chop
might-
up all the body parts and so he
Yeah.
can't like eat it and he can't like
Mhm.
get
I'm gonna grab a
sludge
couple
from
teeth.
it or
I'm gonna take a couple scales.
Okay.
Also, let's see if there maybe it swallowed something that might be useful. Be like hack into it.
Sure.
loot the fish.
You can cut
Yeah.
into it. Go
Yeah,
ahead and
check
do
its pockets.
Cut into a fish check. Gut check.
Just
If
give me
this
a
is like any fancy game, there should be like a green armor or like a
Yeah,
legendary or like,
You
20
can-
coppers.
What are you looking to cut the scales for? Are you looking to just create
So,
a trophy? Are
the
you looking
skull-
to get?
The skull told us we could bring back a scale as proof because I was like, it sounds like a giant fish. What can we bring you back? So I will take a couple scales because I would like to keep one
Sure.
as well. And I'm going
Okay.
to take a couple teeth. Just today seem sharp and pointy. I might use them for something too.
Okay, so it's
But
more
let's
trophies
see-
and
Yeah.
souvenirs. Okay.
But then also, did Draven see anything when he was eaten by the like? What was?
Yeah,
on
did
the
either of the
inside?
two eaten people see any stuff?
I couldn't see anything in there. I can't see in the dark, so
Draven, I'll give you a wisdom check
Hell yeah.
as a general, just kind of memory to see if you saw anything weird.
I want to point out Draven technically just triggered evolution by giving it eyes and legs.
Yeah, he's a god. Oh shit!
That's true. 3, 5 total.
Nice.
You're pretty focused on killing it. Yeah, everything was weird inside of a fish's body, to be fair.
Well,
There's
I
not
mean,
much.
I could take a look around in there. It's not like I could smell it anyways.
That's true.
If we think it's... We might as well gain something else other
We
than
should.
bounty had a... Oh, and Wilby's
like to
gonna
claim-
activate Dragon. He's only gonna
No.
go in once, so he's gonna Dragon Constellation to try to make sure this is a one-check trip in here. He's gonna be glowing, so he'll be able to see in there.
Okay.
He's gonna climb in its mouth a
Shrink
little bit, see if
yourself
there's any treasure to be had.
Okay.
in
this
space
fish.
this.
Go
Come
ahead. What do you want to do an investigation check?
It's gonna be investigation. So I roll a 16.
16. You notice the insides are pretty clean, outside of like general just kind of water pockets. There's no bones. There's no pieces of flesh. You can kind of see almost these small, like rounded, flubbery kind of glands on either side, and they were clearly the cause of the vibration. You can see they kind of break down everything inside of it. With a 16, you very slightly notice a discoloration on the inside of the flesh. Like one side of the flesh is a little lighter than the other, down kind of a seam in the middle.
Can I get closer to that? Try
You
to.
can. Yeah, you can roll another
I'm going
investigation
to-
check.
Wilby's gonna start going deeper inside of the fish's mouth, I guess. Really just the worst. Really just the worst situation. That's gonna be a 21.
So terrible. Imagine being in the fish.
Yeah, it couldn't be me.
You rolled 21. As you get close to that, you notice the ever so slight, woven into the flesh itself, stitching, cross stitching, and put the flesh and the body in two parts together.
The hell? Is
horsehair, like a thickened horsehair.
so this body is stitched together?
It's fair to deduce that.
So it's fair to say that this thing was made by something or someone.
Of sorts, yes.
Okay.
Well, we knew
And
it was
there's-
made to serve as bait for your Mangunda, right? It was created specifically, or that they were made. I don't know if that was like they were made in a sort of just a lot. All of them were created, or if this one was.
They were bred
Yeah.
to be bigger and bigger,
Maybe.
but it's bred.
Cut it open. Get in them stitches.
Can I do a medicine check to cut into this
Yeah,
spot?
absolutely.
That's a 19.
Slicing into, you can break apart the stitches. You can see that this thing's scales were kind of hardened and kind of almost like patched onto it. So it's been layered with these outside scales. You can see that the flesh on the inside is rubbery, and portions of it have kind of been filled with almost like embalming fluid. You can see that this thing was split in half. For the most part, it's been kind of pieced back together, and the bottom half of the fish doesn't seem to be...
It was undead?
The bottom half of the fish, the scales don't seem to have been naturally on it. Like they've been woven into the skin, stitched in, and hammered in.
Right.
And a larger portion of the tail. As if two
Oh,
pieces
boy.
have been put together.
Well, unless there's something to like physically remove from this thing to take out to the
Just
rest of the
stitch it.
group, I think, yeah, Wilby's gonna crawl back
Alright,
out
hold
at
on,
that
do your
point.
question.
Okay. Yeah, you see Willoughby climb out. Oh, you DM me a question, Stay?
Yes.
No. Not
To
necessarily.
both questions?
You would know that you couldn't.
Okay. Thanks.
How did it go, Willoughby? You find anything?
Well, there's absolutely nothing in there, so that part was a waste of my time, but there was a stitching on the inside, which I wasn't really expecting. Looks like someone made this.
Like they sewed it
Itching.
to
Like they made it.
Oh.
inside. Do we see any? Do we see like a like a seam? Like, do we see that it looks like two different things from the outside at all?
No, it looks to be consistent.
You can go in and check if you don't believe me, but
I trust you.
there's stitching in there, like someone sewed two pieces of a creature together.
I mean, that's pretty weird, but a big giant fish attacking us that grew legs and a third eye is pretty weird on its own. I mean,
True. I'm just getting real tired of bumping into stuff that's like
grossly
made of
and
multiple different isolated parts.
somebody's
So we're running into a trend.
somebody's making these monsters.
Can I
The
bite?
Grendel was like that.
Can I bite a section of the fish that is like kind of like towards the head or something where there's not an eye to see if like this part tastes like normal fish or if it all tastes like Grendel?
I definitely think that Willoughby would have pointed out the like where on the exterior the line would have been between these pieces.
Yeah, Draven, you could definitely do that. You could probably deduce the reason it tasted like Grendel was very much because of the blood that you put into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could isolate like flavors that the blood wouldn't have reached in that time for sure.
Yeah, and then just like seeing if it tastes how different it tastes. It's just a weird sentence.
Go ahead and roll. I'm giving you just a Constitution check. Just give me
Cool.
like a almost like a flavor check for it.
12 total.
The front part tastes rather fishy. It tastes
Yeah.
like it tastes like something has been drawn from the sea.
Yeah.
Definitely different from the Grendel blood. Are you comparing that to the other half, or?
Yeah.
The other half tastes a little bit more mammalian. It tastes like kind of mammal's blood.
Interesting. Like an elephant, by chance?
Close enough, yeah.
Concerning. Yeah, he'll just pass along, and the fact that it tastes much more like a mammal, or something like an elephant, or even like potentially a hippo, just something strange and foreign to a fish.
Very weird.
So would it be a bad idea for us to eat it?
Do you want to eat it? I think we
What?
should
You want to
definitely.
eat it?
I thought it would be a good source of food to
I
take
mean,
on the
we're
road,
gonna
but-
now
Poison.
we're going back to town to hand in the bounty. I don't think we should. You put poison in there. I wouldn't
should
eat
burn it.
Eldred.
Yeah, I think burning it,
leg.
especially with that strange changing.
Ah.
Also,
if
do
something
you remember
else-
the cave with the cave that we found the Grendel underneath the pool?
I pull
Yeah,
out
it had
the head.
Where he got that thing?
Yeah, that thing.
The head. What head?
The head that was on the wall that
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was made of all. It had like bird wings and it had like all different parts and stuff, right? I mean that's the only thing we've seen like that. Is whoever Grendel was speaking to, was it its mother? Maybe it makes monsters. It does these sorts of things. But
Actually, you know what? I would
Cupcakes.
guess it wasn't
because it
her,
didn't have that blood.
because it reacted to being fed those things. Not assurance, but it's the only reason I would be skeptical.
No, I think you're right, actually. I think you're right. Well, I mean, we're not going to get any answers just thinking about it as much as I would like to, but Willoughby, are you okay with us going back? I mean, we didn't get... It's only half a day or so for us to go back and get the money. We may
How
as well,
far-
right?
I mean, obviously, yes, above board.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah,
go
yeah.
back. Joe, how far away was this?
Only a
Like,
few
where
hours.
we actually? Yeah. Oh, let's just go back.
Hours.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
If you want to stay here, I think I can probably run back to town, get the money, and then run back pretty quickly. I'm a
there
little bit
stables at
faster
all?
on my feet.
Other
I think
place?
we might.
Yeah, you could go to a stables there.
We could probably afford horses, to be honest, to like shorten some time.
Sure.
Once we get this bounty, yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're
Well,
gonna
that was
cash
my
out on this
idea,
bounty, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
okay
that's
with
As much as I do love the idea of utilizing your objectively faster speed than the rest of us, but you know,
If you want to race, I'll take you on a race.
I do not want to race, but
I'm in.
You want to race back, Draven?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
who wants to walk back?
I would like to
Yeah.
do something with this body. I think we should set this on. We should destroy the body.
Oh.
Yeah, let's burn it.
Let's
got
get it.
torches.
Let's get it away from the water after
it's
we,
the
you know,
poison, yeah.
put poison in it.
I can have golden wisdom sort of drag it out with me as well, so I don't have to touch it. And then, I'm happy to like set it on fire. I got a
Oh
torch.
God! Last time we tried to light something on fire, it took truly 8 rolls. We need to get.
That
we
was
need
only
to
during
do-
combat. We can speed it up for outside.
No,
of combat.
remember the heart? We fucking like couldn't even destroy that heart because we kept
That was
missing
Oh,
it
yeah.
over and over again. Too.
That was it. We kept trying to miss it. That's right.
I'll light my torch with the real fire
Mhm.
and just see. I mean, it's gonna be real wet, but see if I can catch it.
Yeah, you could definitely like cook around it and it would burn around the kind of the dry. The grass here is very
Well, it's
dry.
like
so
we
yeah.
got trees around us. We could
Yeah.
build up like
You
a
could build
little
up a little
pyre
fire.
almost. Yeah,
Exactly.
like yeah.
You could build up a
It
little
just-
small pyre around it and start cooking it. The first smell you'd get
I am
burning
very
away,
skilled at building pyres.
There you go. It comes out pretty well. And the first kind of general smell that you get from it is putrid. It smells like the burning away of that kind of monster blood and the flesh. And afterwards, it turns into that kind of just cooked fish and a smoked fish as it kind of burns into the air. With almost like a pork smell in there as well. Kind of manifests into the air and the whole fish is up in a blaze. cooking, burning, and getting rid of any of the remaining poison. Or not necessarily poison, but corruption.
Brindle blood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great work.
It's actually a good confirmation because I didn't know for sure previously that heart and what it was pumping out would have the same reaction as those middle fingers.
Well, yeah, I guess it's good to.
If you want the
No.
third eye, or extra
that's-
legs.
Well, it also
But I
makes
do
you
think
go,
we should be more careful with feeding creatures.
That's
But
fair.
now we know it was a test, and now we know, so we won't. Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
a fair point. I accept that.
Though I do not think we should. I do think we should hang on to it just to be safe.
Yeah.
But if nothing else, I'd rather that we had it and,
Exactly.
yeah, I guess we could destroy it, but it's better that us having it than anybody else. And
you
who
keep
knows?
it
Maybe we can
Well,
find.
perhaps we'll run into
a way to
someone
make
that'll know more about it anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm actually hoping that having these will give us an opportunity to figure out a cure of some sort, because I have no
That's
doubt more
yeah.
people will be tainted.
I was hoping that we could find an antidote or maybe some sort of, pacifying agent that could, halt it or maybe even reverse it, whatever it is. I'm almost certain that there will be learned people here of Midgard, or certainly someone in Mesogaya who will be.
Well,
able to-
certainly once we reach
An
Asgard,
alchemist.
we should be able to find someone.
Yes, I'm sure. All right,
I love that.
back to the town.
Alright, let's go get paid.
Draven, you want to race?
Yes.
All right, let's race.
I'm going to walk. I'll
Who has the fastest
follow
movement
up
speed?
the
out of you two?
rear.
I got 40 feet.
I'm 35.
I got a decent con, so I can keep running
Do I
as well.
power move in wild
Marathon runner,
shape
baby.
and just own them both right now? I could. God damn, I could.
Yeah, could you? Even if you get into a beast, if you got that con though, you got that con to keep running, that
true.
long distance running.
It is a long distance run. So,
I'm a Mesogaian. I run the marathon, baby. I'm an
I mean,
Olympian.
I'm not gonna, because that'd be so out of Willoughby's character to race you back.
race, but just
gonna
to like,
be-
but then also I think it's in Willoughby's character to put us down and be like, I'm gonna show these young whippersnappers what they're fucking.
True.
each hour of the 3 hours will be a con check to basically see how well you do with that hour, how well you're pacing yourself, how well you're kind of maintaining your speed. So,
Originally,
hour
I was
one.
gonna fake out of it, but this is interesting, and I don't have to breathe. Con check?
Yes, please.
Your muscles would still get tired though, surely. Like you'd still
No,
feel like.
keep
Yeah.
bringing up the
Oh.
For the first time, his lungs gasp for air.
Oh, mine weren't that great.
No.
But I got that I got the boosted movement speed as well.
You haven't done, with your boosted movement speed, you're technically going to have a little bit of an advantage here. In fact, I would give you a plus. I'll give you a plus bless to the roll. Essentially, every roll you make here, as almost to make up for the extra 5 feet as well. So you can go ahead and roll that as well. With your natural one, Draven, as you're running along, you feel yourself get a little bit of a cramp.
Stitch.
And it's like a stitch.
Oh, that
You're
fish
like-
blood.
Yeah, you've just merged a lot of bloods recently. You've been drinking a lot of monster blood. It's not the best for you. And meanwhile, you see Juno is kind of... For you, Juno, you haven't run like this in a while. It's a bit, you're a bit out of practice.
I'm a bit out of practice.
You've been doing a lot of short bursts recently, and this is kind of longer, and you're like... You kind of... The adrenaline rush is kicking in recently. Have been meaning, like, you're good at expelling
like the
energy
idea,
in quick
'cause, like,
doses.
I got the natural one on the second roll the same as well. So like we both at the same point are both like,
Start off strong.
looking at each other like, oh, maybe this wasn't a very good idea.
I didn't roll
and then
all three.
I'll go ahead.
That's a 13 for the second one, and
Hey, you
a
got
12 for the third.
Yeah, on the second one, you start to catch up, and then you're like maintaining pace in the second one with your natural one coming in. Like, you're just a little bit ahead still, Juno, but you can see Draven start to catch up, and on that third stretch, Draven manages to just kind of kick just slightly ahead.
Breathing is for suckers.
Okay, I didn't think about that.
It's hour 3, and it's probably also the general terrain is a bit awkward to run in as well.
Yeah, this isn't flat
No.
Mesogaian roads that I'm used to. This isn't the academia track and field course.
Yeah, maybe your second one was slightly twisting your ankle, and you're like, so that third one, you managed to maintain and get your ankle back, but it slowed you down a little bit. And Draven only beats you by about 10 feet or so. Like, you are neck and neck for 3 hours. And
So
Whoa.
I like the idea that like we finally get there, we both like enter the town, and then the first thing we do is like I'm just on the floor.
Yeah.
As soon as we get across the threshold, I just like sit down and I'm like laying down like
Oh, you feel like what is his name? Achilles.
Yes, a little bit. Although I imagine that he didn't have to race people who can't breathe. That seems like a pretty unfair advantage. But technically, I'm still just I'm faster on my feet, but that gives you a big boost. Oh, I need to get back into practice. I haven't done long distance in a while. Not for a few years. But let's make sure that when the others arrive, we're gonna be like, oh, that was so easy. Draven beat me, but only we were totally cool.
Yeah.
you guys managed to cut down the 3 hours into probably a good, probably by like a third. Like, you've knocked it down to like an hour trip. So are you, the rest of you, are you...
short rest.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm taking a short rest.
Let's take it easy.
Are you guys guys going at your normal 3 hour pace? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think Willoughby casually walks, almost in a spitefully slow, casual walkway.
I think that
Like a very ginger stroll back.
2.5 hours would go by for you two before you even see sight of these three. And yeah, during that time you can short rest, take a moment just to relax. By the time you guys arrive, they don't look tired at all. You've had your chance to kind of your face and your
drinking in the tavern. It's like,
Oh, look at you two. Who won?
It was incredible.
oh, but then we were naked. I'll kind of look at Draven and I'll like kind of maybe give him a smile when he says that, and like, oh, but it was so close. I'm technically a little faster on my feet, but he's a machine. Just did not stop. Endurance and stamina couldn't kept up the whole way.
Breathing apparently makes you run faster. Who would have thought?
Oh,
Right.
interesting.
Oh, but so close. Almost, it was hard to tell. I mean, Draven thinks that I won. I think Draven won. It was so close. I don't know.
No, you'll have to race again, and then we will be at the
I think
finish
so.
line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think so. We can do that sometime, I think. But
It's good.
By the time you
I'll,
arrive back, by the way, it's probably about 9-10 p.m.
Is the Scald around?
Yeah, you can see he's kind of like half falling asleep in his chair, and he's like, starts packing up his things.
Ivan.
Mm.
Hello.
you again.
I'm sorry. Are you tired? We've got the fish. We took care of the fish for you.
Oh, which one?
Yes.
The giant, the Yorman bait
Yorman
fish. Sorry, I mean Yorman bait. We found it.
Hold on, prove it.
Here's a scale. Also, I have some teeth, but I'd like to keep them.
He takes it, and
If
you
you
see he
don't
kind of
mind.
leans the scale into his eyes. Huh.
It was crazy.
This
It
is
was
the scale of
huge.
human bait.
It was. I didn't think it was going to be that big. I thought maybe it was like, oh, the big fish that got away. It was fucking huge. It tried to swallow 2 of my friends. We are
It
not
had
okay.
legs.
it did swallow.
Ran
two of
right
them.
out of the water.
It did.
Grew a third eye. It grew legs.
It wasn't right. Okay. That's strange. I thought we thought
Also,
it's
do you
the
know at
fish.
one point, the frills? They
Yes.
turned like, it was beautiful. They turned like purple and green. It was amazing.
It tried to frighten us all and scare us away, but we were, we've too brave.
I show him my picture.
There it is.
It doesn't really
Anyways,
match
the money.
description, but this is definitely human bait scale.
It is.
You left the body on
And
the side,
teeth.
did you? I'm sure
No, we
people-
burned it so that it didn't. Nobody could,
Very well. He puts the scale down the
terrible
side.
beast.
800 gold. Terrible beast you
Thank
killed.
you.
He leans down and kind of opens up this little safe box and then lifts out a bag. Closes it off. puts one onto the side and puts another bag onto the side. 400 gold in each of these.
Thank you, Scald.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. You protected this land once again. True
If you
heroes.
want some details for this story, we can give you a few extra little snippets. Maybe you can.
Yes,
little,
of
Little
course.
tidbits you can put in. Juno will probably tell about like a cool thing that everybody did, like
Yeah.
like
Leave me
Eldred
out
with
of
like
it,
the
leave me out
nails
of it.
digging in and the necrotic energy, and Draven bursting his way from the inside with the blades and everything else. Lena with the psychic the blades of magic through the water that were unimpeded by it. Willoughby's starry archer kind of raining down ales, and then the frosting of the gills and the entrapment of it on land, and then probably just the finishing blow from Juno as like her contribution kind of thing. But yeah, give him the like things to build the story around.
Yeah.
It was definitely getting ready to run to town as well to just terrorize everyone.
I'm not
Yes,
surprised.
it was.
As soon as they got the taste of man.
Yes.
Yes.
It fought through its own will. It grew legs so that it could devour more men.
Well, a good story needs a name. Do you have one?
Like for the story?
Yorman Fate.
Oh shit, that's
That's a good name for
Draven.
the story. I just meant who can I
That's
sing killed
fucking
it?
good.
Oh,
Oh.
Five came together.
Individual names or
I could do that if you don't have a group, of course. You're just a group of-
I don't.
I can just do individuals if you prefer.
Eldred, do you have any
Eldred.
ideas?
Right.
Oh no.
Name?
No, that's
No, no, that's my name.
No, that's yes. I'm
Oh,
saying
sorry.
that wasn't to you,
Draven.
Scald. I'm asking my friend. Does
I don't
anybody have
know.
an idea?
Draven, didn't you have an idea? You had something, right? We were talking the other day.
Eldred
Yeah.
mentioned a change to.
Well, you said folly, and I liked that, but
Good.
we can make it a bit more broad than as you had it. And how about myths folly?
Oh shit. It's good.
folly.
Yeah, we've defeated Grendel and now Jormunbeit, and I think that's pretty apt, right?
Myths
Lots of
fall
words
to
rhyme with
myths,
folly. It's an easy one to write into songs.
Myths
Oh,
folly.
shit.
like
Wally.
holly,
Jolly.
Wally. Oh, Wally's not good.
lolly.
It's quite a lot.
Midgard seems very focused on its rhyming in its literature. Is that quite common here? Everything needs to rhyme?
Not everything, but the
Right.
best stories often have rhythm. People like song
Okay.
over here mostly to
Catchy.
tell stories.
Makes sense.
Oh. Thank you for defeating Jormunbeit. You protected
Thank
a
you
lot
for
of
the
people.
gold.
Of course, no. What we do here. I'm gonna go to bed.
Goodbye.
I think we are going to speak to a stable owner to see if we can get some horses, perhaps.
Yes, there's one in town.
All right.
Yeah, our sleep schedules are ruined. We long rested in the middle of the day whenever.
Yeah,
come back
we're
from
going to be
that.
up for hours, and
Yes.
you know how it is. Willoughby, do you would want to ride a horse? I don't. Have you had much experience riding horses in your current form and things? They find it
Yes,
okay.
I have been around for hundreds of years, both in my human form and in this one. I have used horses.
That's
don't
why
give
I
them
specified
splinters.
this form, because I knew that you'd live for a long time. I didn't want to insult it. It was more that you look quite heavy, and yes, you're quite splintery and rough. I didn't know if he
yes.
struggled with it.
Like it. He just needs the saddle, right? Just like it will be. He's not going. You're not.
But the
going
other
to
option, I was
splinter a
thinking we
horse.
get a nice wagon. We have our horses pull the wagon. Willoughby can ride in the wagon, I thought maybe. But if he wants to ride a
Aren't
horse,
we
that's fine too. That's
really-
okay.
We only need to go back. We only need to get to cross. We still need to cross the lake, right? That's where we're trying to. We need to get across the lake, so we only need horses for a short while. to get to the boat.
So we could just hire horses rather than buying them. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
It's a good
Well, we
idea.
can't bring them
Then we
back.
boat across, then we can get the new horses.
Just in case, I thought maybe if they had like a ferry or something like that. But yeah, sure. But
Hey, Ivan,
yeah,
does it
Well,
a
now
ferry
that
or
we've
just like a
taken
boat?
care of the fish, I don't see why we couldn't simply sail across the lake now.
Oh shit. That's right.
Yes, it's a ferry system. It's just that
Oh.
it's a smaller boat, so I don't think you get a horse on board then.
Oh.
Okay.
How much do you know how much the ferry is?
Simple trip across. If you go to the narrow section, the ferry across it takes probably about 5 hours. I think it's
At the
gold
narrow.
per person.
Okay, thank you so much, Ivan. I'm sorry to keep you awake.
No, it's all right. Hasn't been too busy. Nat's mum's bounties will be up sometime soon, so if you ever come back.
We'll keep
Put in
that
the-
in mind.
Do I? Go ahead.
No, I'm good. Say nothing of importance.
Joe, do I know of another town near Gaethaug or closer to the top of the lake where we could sell the horses at the end?
Yeah, there would be small like villages and stuff that might sell them. I'll give you guys on the world map. You could drop them off as well, and people can deliver them back and stuff as well. If you want to just rent horses, you can also do that. It's always an option. But yeah, there'd be like small villages and stuff like that. Mostly like probably unnamed, but little civilizations where people always need horses.
Okay. Yeah, let's just get the horses and find a home for them on the way.
Okay. How do we want to deal with this 800? Do you want me to carry it, or do we want to split it up individually like we've done before?
I think splitting individually is the least complicated solution.
Let me just get out my abacus that I always carry with
160.
me.
That is cool.
This one's
What is that?
Already done. Yes, Juno would, because this would probably come in like Scholar's Pack, like it is a small little wooden Grecian abacus of like with colored beads, and it's like got symbols on it. It's like, it helps me quickly
It's like a children's toy.
No, it is used to quickly make mental arithmetic of calculations and the like. So for example, 800 gold pieces, that would be about 160 gold each, so.
Well, it's magic.
That's pretty good.
Magic of the mind, Eldred. Magic of the mind. One thing that Mesogaians do pretty well. We think a lot.
All right, well, I'll take it.
160 each. Spread out.
Okay. So,
All right.
where would you like to go next? Rent horses or buy horses?
Stable.
Okay. Yeah, there's a little stable
I
section
don't
in
want to
town.
buy horses.
You said you really want to, or you?
I can't. Well, this is Mark speaking. Like, I always, I like having animals in D&D, and I know that they'll get butchered and killed.
Yeah.
I know
Here's
that.
the problem. Here's what I see.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to keep track of them once we are plane hopping, which is pretty close on the horizon.
That horse is coming with me to Asgard.
I
Man.
feel like later on, when we have taken someone's home for our own after
Yeah, when we have
once we have a home
headquarters.
base, it'll be easier.
All right.
we'll probably be able to train them to go back home.
Okay, I'll accept this for now.
Okay,
Plus, then you'll be rich. So
that's fair. Over
Yeah,
at
it won't
the
feel as bad if it gets fucking destroyed by like a fish with legs or something.
No, that's even better because then chat's just like, no, Twinkles. Because you give them a name, people care about them.
The stable in town has a series of like horses. People come here and buy them often. Again, this is an adventurer's kind of like housing station. It's basically where you go and start your preparations. So there's a lot of like draft horses and riding horses, but mostly draft horses. You'd see the kind of stables as people are just looking after, some of the stable hands are looking after different horses. Other people are talking about like renting them and selling them. You see this one kind of younger man who's combing back one of the greater horses. Looks across all of you as you come across these. Oh, hello. You got some horses in the stable?
think we would like to rent some, if we can,
Oh,
please.
right. I'll go and get the missus. And he kind of rushes off inside. And soon afterwards, you kind of see this, kind of like a larger dwarven lady step out. Kind of broadened shoulders, very kind of, very deep kind of dark eyes. As she kind of steps out, ties back her hair and looks across all of you. So, rental? It's a bit late for that. Is it not? Late at night, I mean. You travel at night?
Sure. Is that a problem?
Not at all. It's just a bit weird. Most people shop in the morning.
We
All right.
don't.
What do you need? Just how many horses? 5?
5, I think.
5.
5, right?
One each, basically, if we can. And
It is 10 gold to rent a horse for 3 days. You'll also be putting down deposits of 30 gold each. Is this
30
okay?
gold deposit and then 10 gold for the rental. And we're traveling north, right, friends? That's where we're going. We're heading north.
How
Yep.
far?
Northwest, past Gateaug.
All right. We have some contacts in the villages around there. If you can drop them off at one of them, we can collect it there.
Okay.
The deposits can be picked up when you are back.
Out of interest, how much is it if to buy one of your horses?
Currently, 60 gold a horse.
So it's 30 gold for the deposit.
We
and
could
it's-
You get
probably
the
make
deposit
more.
back. It's just if they die.
Well, we get the deposit back if we come back here.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Why don't I could just
And we
Let
may-
us just sell them ourselves,
yeah,
right?
or we could keep them maybe. Just
Well, we'll see what the crossing the lake is like.
I've
We
never
are-
had a horse.
Right, well,
before.
We asked for a hide.
If it's coming down to buying horses, I think I'll just double up with someone if that's okay.
Can we just give you 20 gold to take us somewhere north on a carriage?
Yes. What if we just want transportation to like?
Transportation, we can set that up. I can get the young
To the
one
ferry.
to deliver you up there. Where do you need to go?
Actually, we're just going to go north to get the ferry. So
And still on the road. Do you want a guard, or are you fine?
We don't need a guard.
we
Thank
got
you.
the car.
Just leaving as soon as possible, and
All right, I can send
Madam,
you.
get a discount to be the guard.
Oh shit! Smart.
No, because the horse is only getting at risk because of you.
Okay, you don't have anyone already going.
Also, we
all right.
aren't
you-
going to come back with you. That's fair.
Yes, exactly. Are you? How
Not
capable are
me.
you?
Like,
Just killed Yorman, babe.
yeah, we killed the Grendel.
Yes,
we killed
we've-
the Orman babe.
we've cleared out most of the bounties here. I
the
am
Tell you
Christier.
what,
a
then-
denizen of Asgard.
You can literally go and speak to the Skald. I mean, literally, we just got paid.
Then
Actually, he's trying to go to sleep. Maybe we.
Oh,
Then-
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
just give me 12 gold, and I'll send the boy to ride you up there. 2 horses will bring a cart. You can sit in the back of a cart. It's not going to be too comfortable, but it'll get you there.
Oh, yeah. Just out of interest, madam, the ferry north, is it big enough to take a horse on?
Each of the boats is not super big. I would imagine they carry about 6 or 7 people at a time. So they could probably bring a horse if you wait for one that is empty.
Oh, they could. Okay.
A horse
One
getting,
horse.
getting
We have to wait for 5.
you seem awfully focused on the horse. I do want to
I
tell
mean-
you there are so many other more fascinating mounts out there than
You
a
know,
horse.
here's the thing, right? We could get a horse at the next place. Like, we don't have to
Right.
get.
Imagine if
horse.
instead of having a
Okay.
horse for a mount, you got a fish with legs for a mount, for instance. It's just a little boring.
Sure.
If you're worried about the
I-
money, I
but-
can give you an old horse.
No, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the money. My friend, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying we all buy horses, by all means.
I'd like to take Juno to the side
want-
for a second.
Yeah, sure. What's up, Draven? What's up?
Juno isn't okay. I didn't read very many stories.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that Asgard place have like horses with wings?
Yeah, and maybe I'll get one of them as well, eventually.
If you get a horse with wings and you already have a horse on the ground horse is going to be sad. Save your ground horse money. Get a flying horse.
Look, Draven, let me have this, okay? You have your fingers. You buy the meats. I've never owned a horse. My parents, my father is a sailor. My mother is we never owned horses. My friends all had horses. Let me just have this. I've got money for the first time.
Do you need this?
I think I would like this.
We'll be over on the side with the others. Is just like, over at Yggdrasil, those horses you have to have those ones with wings, and we have to scare them away from the branches because they're like pests.
Hey,
they just land.
They're
They
everywhere.
just land on the branch.
Oh, they're everywhere.
let's
looking between you like
shit everywhere.
I think Juno has earned this horse, personally.
You guys can take the
You
wagon.
can't buy a horse.
Yeah.
Like, buy a horse if you want to buy a horse.
And if there's problems, I'll deal with it. It won't
your
be your
money.
responsibility. I will look
Grown
after
woman.
it.
You can
When
make your
Exactly.
own choices. Like.
When Juno walks
And
ahead,
I'm going to look at them. I'm just going to look, and if there's one I like, I might buy it.
Well,
and
if you're
there's
going to
not one I
look,
like-
all right, I'm going to at least make sure that you don't have an asshole horse, all right? I'm not
That
going to
would
let
be
you
a
buy
jerky
some piece
horse.
of shit.
Thank you, Willow.
Draven looks over Juno's shoulder at Willoughby, and he's like, if that horse dies, I'm eating it.
Willoughby thumbs up. He doesn't care.
Cool.
I look at Eldred. I'm fine with the wagon. I could just sleep during the ride. I don't need a horse.
Yeah, wagon's fine. I mean,
Maybe one day we'll have our own wagon, and my horse can pull it. So
I
just
think
saying.
it is a. Do you know what? Again, if you would like a horse, I
And
would
if we've got to carry heavy trophies like giant heads.
True. What if the next time we wanted to bring the whole fish back? The horse could
Exactly.
have helped us.
Exactly. I'm going to look at the horses, and Willoughby, if you can help me make sure it's not an asshole.
As we go over, Willoughby's going to cast Speak with Animals, and we're going to get to the bottom of which one of these horses is cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
Joe, present me my horse.
What a twist.
There are about 6 different horses here available for sale.
Okay.
You can kind of go anywhere from like a shyer, taller horse to one that kind of resembles more of a Mustang. You can go for, there'll be probably one, I imagine one war horse here, but that's probably much more expensive. You can see it's over its own bit. Like you can hear when you come in there, it looks towards you. It's like majestic, taller than the others. It's got its own little section, and it's just kind of grazing.
It'd be a right twat.
Raises its head,
Mark.
looking towards
You enjoy.
Willoughby, looking towards the other horses, and you kind of hear one of the other horses lean its heads down and go like, "It's looking at us again. Don't make eye contact. How can I not? It's beautiful. Just stop staring. You know you won't be near her. I know." They kind of just look up to you and go. You see the kind of great one just like leaning its head around.
What is the? Why is that one separated?
See, even the strangers enjoy it. Just let them go and buy it if they can afford it. Otherwise, try to look good for them. Kind of raise both their heads.
Oh.
You see one of the kind of female one just like nudges her head against you. She's got like a grayish color to her to like the coat. The other one's like a slight blue with like a black mane going down that kind of gets white at the end. The show horse over to the side is a bit kind of bigger. You won't get chosen anyway. Neither of you as fantastical as I am.
Well,
You see
found
the
the
rest of them
asshole.
That one's an asshole.
Okay, all right, thank you. What about these? Well, I want to go look at that marvelous one over there in a moment. But what's the personality on these two like? The gray and the bluish black one.
Kind of a little desperate. I don't know.
I can understand that. I'll probably like try and pet like the gray one a little bit, sort of like.
It kind of nudges me and goes, "See, I told you you'd like me." And the last 2 horses, you can hear like one of them's very old. It's like, "What? Am I eating yours again?" And you hear the one next to is like, "I don't know. You can share from my hay if you like, but just try not to eat too much." And the two that are kind of
Right.
focused on you and like nuzzling against you right now.
The one with the little Western accent, what does it look like? I need to know. Also, I should point out, Mark Humes has never ridden a horse. I know nothing about horses. I know zero about horses whatsoever, which is why I'm doubling down on this. Western horse.
It is a Mustang in its kind of design, which is kind of like it's a rather it's the kind of horses you've got in the Wild West. It's got like a brownie coat to
brown
it.
chestnut.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, brownie coat to it. It goes a little bit lighter as it goes down towards its hooves. Black mane going down, large kind of flowing black tail. Its mane's pretty long, goes all the way down, kind of flows almost like braided slightly, almost like a dreadlock as it goes down as well. Long kind of mouth with white stripes down the side of it. But a brownish horse. The old one next to it is a very kind of deep grey one. We can see its hair is very dark grey and flows down the side of its face.
I'm playing
Not the best. Yeah, I didn't have to describe that one in much detail.
All right. And then lastly, I want to go over and check out this war horse. What's their personality like?
Yeah, you see it broad. You can see it's taller than the others. It's great kind of hooves with these massive bits of fur under them. It kind of raises its head and goes, "Yes, be strong. Be powerful. Be worshipped."
Matt Berry the horse.
This one
Enjoy.
sucks. I don't like this.
Yes, I'm a very marvelous horse. Why don't
Yes.
you? Pick me.
Keep staring at my mane. And it just kind of leaves its head down.
Oh my!
God.
He's
Oh, the
saying,
choice.
he's saying it out loud in horse.
Okay. I mean, I'll take your word for it, Willoughby. Mark would love just to know that his horse sounds like Matt Berry. Would be amazing. But I think like having heard like if Willoughby sort of like gives me an impression of their things, like the little cowboy horse, I really liked him because he was really sweet and nice. And I'll be like, oh, what about how much for this one, please? For the brown Mustang, I think this one.
That'd be 50 gold.
Sold. Done.
Didn't hesitate.
All right.
But does that come with a saddle and things?
I own 3 gold. I can throw on the saddle and some saddlebags. Fine.
Sure. Yeah, great. And what you know what? He is 55. Take
I
the
appreciate
extra.
that. That's very kind.
I don't like odd numbers of coins.
Fair enough. She kind of steps over, takes the gold. All right. Boy, come on, settle out this one. The brown one. Come on. Oh, free food to name it. We don't name the horses. He kind of wanders off.
You got a name?
I've
He's
got the
gonna
name.
ask the
Looks like-
horse as well as
Yeah. And you can see the two that were like trying to go. Why is doing that one? I don't know. Wait, you told him me?
I love the fact
Yes.
that whenever Tomato uses speak with animals, that is the voice Joe has to do for my horse. That's why I picked it.
Joe's gonna kill this horse so fast.
Oh no, a rock! Wait, you can speak horse?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, I don't got no name, sir.
Awesome. All right,
have
it
a
doesn't
name?
have a name.
It
Go
doesn't have a
ahead.
name? Oh,
Does not have one.
and I would call you. I'm trying to think of a good representation. There was a wonderful athlete, a famous long runner and athletic and also kind-hearted. They were a war horse who served a soldier that my mother served with. I will name you Zeppeli. Your name is Zeppeli, and that will be your name.
Hear that? Your name's Zappelli now.
Oh, that's real nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
sure
back to
is.
eating my hay now.
Zeppeli.
And just leans down, starts eating the hay.
They like the name.
I'm gonna pull out one of my apples and I'm gonna lead them away while I've got my little handful of apples.
Let
I'm
me
gonna...
come with you. And he just starts following you. The horse is like shocked to look around. Oh, I would have picked that one. No way.
You guys come off desperate as hell, by the way. It's kind of
It's
pathetic.
like
Willoughby will walk out and leave.
Yep. I'm so happy. Is this a riding horse, Joe? What kind of horse am I looking at?
It's a draft horse. It's a draft horse, so it's better for carrying. But
Draft horse.
it can ride. It goes at 40 feet
Yeah.
speed. You're technically as
Nope.
fast as this horse.
I'm
But-
getting my stats. I'm loading up on this horse. I'm in.
So they can carry 540 pounds. So
Yes.
yeah, good carrying horse, but good for riding as well. Yeah,
will-
you get your Zeppeli.
Oh my god! One day I'm gonna get a chariot for this guy. I'm gonna get a Mesogaian chariot and some armor for
Oh, look at
Zeppeli.
you! You got a horse. Does it have a name?
Everyone, I would like you to meet this is our new companion. This is Zeppeli. Zeppeli, meet
Hello,
everyone.
Zeppeli.
Now, huh?
Eyes around the group.
What is it?
It's a horse. Horse.
His name's Zeppeli.
He's very nice. I am told. Willoughby said that he was offering another one his hay, an old one. He's helpful and he's kind, and that's why I picked him.
And lean in, just
That
kind of take
suits
the
you
apple
very
from
well,
your hand very
Juno.
gently.
I've never owned a horse before. I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Young
Thank
man
you,
comes
thank
out and he
you.
kind of throws over the saddle over it and starts settling it up. The foe needs some horseshoes. You know how to shoe a horse?
What?
What?
No, but I'll learn.
You'll learn.
Or we can find blacksmiths and stuff.
Sorry?
You're selling us a shoeless horse? They don't.
No,
it
it's already
doesn't work.
shoed. You have to change the shoes every now and then.
Well, yes. When we go to the next town, we will have somebody keep an eye on it.
That works. All right. Saddlebags. There's your saddle. All good to go. He turns around and wanders off.
Hey, but you're taking us in a cart to where are you?
Oh, yeah, she did say that. That's you. All right. I'll get
That's
them saddled
us.
up now. And we'll set off.
How old
Wonderful.
is this kid?
Oh god, it's gonna be so fucking
12,
awkward.
13.
Willoughby talked shit
Alright.
on all these other horses, and now they're gonna have to carry him in a cart.
Yeah, you would see the
That's
two horses that
awkward.
get saddled up are the two that you basically said came across
Oof.
desperate. They saddle them up. The cart kind of gets attached to the back of it, and go. All right, well, I want to hop in the back. I'm gonna get on now. He kind of climbs on the front. You can see it's a definitely like for carrying hay. You can see all different bits of hay there, or any supplies for horses. And he sits at the front, allowing you guys to climb in the back. Zeppeli kind of comes beside you, Juno, and allows you to climb on top.
I'm gonna get on my horse. That's it. I'm excited.
I look at Eldred and Lena. She needed this.
We
I
did.
guess so. I mean, she always seemed pretty happy to begin with, but
The happiest
He looks
people are the
really
most
excited.
haunted.
All right, should we set off? Where are we heading to? Just towards the ferry
To the-
across the Mirror Lake.
To the ferry.
That would be the place.
What?
did we already pay for this escort, or is that at
No,
the end?
oh no. You see the lady's kind of running up. Boy! Oh, sorry.
No, that's our fault. It's our fault. We're so sorry. We misunderstood. We need to pay. We're so sorry.
It's 12 gold.
There you go.
Takes it. Right away. Looks at him.
I've just realized something. My movement speed is the same as the
Yeah.
horses. It is like zero benefit.
Yeah. It's good for carrying.
Oh,
really good for
that-
carrying.
Is
Right. See, that's why you gotta get that one with the wings on it.
Yeah.
You don't need a bag of holding when you got a nice draft horse. It'll carry a lot of stuff. Horse of holding. But you see, she comes over to take the 12 gold. Whoever wants to pass across the 12 gold. She looks down to him. Don't get kidnapped by them. Wait, was that a possibility? She's gonna pull, like, kind of gives him a little tug of the ear, and he's like, he looks up at you and goes, "You're all heroes, right?"
I'm a Kvistier kid. I don't feel like.
Comes around the front, and sets the horses off, and they start kind of trotting up the road. And as you're going along the road, he kind of looks behind a lot and just looks to you, towards you, William, and goes, "Do you have a heart?
Oh, I wish.
Do you breathe? Nope. Do you feel the cold?" And just starts rattling off
No.
questions for the next
I am
probably
gonna
30
ride
minutes.
slightly ahead.
Slow facepalm emerges for the next hours of the trip.
You
You
spend
remind me of a friend of mine. And then I look at
you spend the next few hours trotting along down, kind of keeping good pace. Zeppeli is like comfortable under you, a pretty kindly horse. It doesn't like buck, it doesn't pull away from you. It's pretty easy to control, quite a simple horse. Not the smartest
Good
one,
lad.
but it
No,
it
that's
does as
fine.
it's told. The cart goes on for a little while. A few hours pass. Daylight starts to rise a few hours into your journey as it's probably early in the morning, probably 3:30 in the morning now. And you see the boy is quite tired, but he keeps himself awake. When a raven flies down and lands on the side of the cart next to you, Willoughby. In its mouth, it holds a seed. And in one claw, it's holding a small vial which seems to be filled with water. And it like pecks the side of your shoulder, Willoughby.
Oh shit.
What's all this then? Willoughby will take them sort of casually. Like this is kind of a is this a normal thing for like him to kind of see?
Give me a nature or arcana check.
I will nature. That's a 22.
This seed seems to it has a magical property to it. You're not too sure what it is, but you definitely recognize the water as it kind of glimmers with this almost pinkish color. It seems to be from Mimir's Brunner, which is Mimir's well, the well that Mimir sits beside a lot of the time. Not necessarily magic you're super familiar with, but this is definitely from Mimir's water.
So I have a seed
And a
in
small
one
vial of
hand
water.
and a small vial of water in the other.
When you take it from the
what are you
bird,
supposed to do?
stretches its wings, and flies off.
What was
Hey,
that?
Is that
I think
Odin?
this is. I believe this is from Mimir.
Oh,
Do you
Is it
read
a
it?
message?
Well, it's not exactly a message. I think I need to plant this and water it first. Boy, do you mind stopping the cart for a moment?
He stops it.
We're going to have to wait for it to grow.
It's obviously when I'm going to use magic.
It'll
to
be
speed
like
up the
magic,
growth.
right? Like a magic.
We're not going to wait for it to grow. Wilby's gonna climb out of the cart and like go to the side of the road and
Okay.
plant it.
Okay, you plant the seed.
I'll follow,
And-
just kind of like look and stare.
Pour the water on the mound of dirt
You
and then step back.
You would pour the water over the mound of dirt. And the moment you do, instantly you can see the seed sprouts.
Oh.
And a vine starts looping outward with a bulb at the end. It thickens and it kind of shrinks down so it's against the ground. This bulb starts growing and growing, this green bulb. And it becomes large. It goes the size of a person, a small person. And up to medium,
Oh.
going a little larger. The boy's like, what's going on? What's going on?
Just take it
Fine, it's
easy,
okay.
kid.
It's all
Is
right.
there magic or something, probably?
The bulb coalesces and breaks open. This green bulb, opening with orange leaves that kind of pour out of the middle. And right in the center, in the bloom of it, you see a cold person.
Oh shit!
A young man in his kind of late 30s, grey hair, wearing kind of some fur, but mostly just kind of open robes. That's going to be mixed into like some leather clothing on the bottom. Just pieced together clothing of a traveler. A little bit dirty and dusty. Some leaves and twigs in his hair as well. Hair that kind of just is combed back, doesn't go too far down. No sign of a beard, clearly shaven, but slight lines on his face. And he cracks his back and goes, I'll never get used to that. And as he says that, you see a portion of his grey hair turn to a light brown, as if it's like fades back into color. And he steps off. He has a harp on his back, a stick, and he steps forward and goes, breaks away from the bulb as it kind of snaps away the vines from his back. Looks across you. And then eyes you, Willoughby. Means no stick. My name's Braggy. Braggy the Old. Mimir has sent me. I've heard you've got news. Well,
Yes, we do.
what is it?
Have we heard of him?
Raggedy Old?
Does Willoughby know this guy? Because even though he knows the source of this water, he's now suspicious as hell. I don't know.
Tell me your relationship with Mimir. Do you think you sat down and often listened to his stories?
I think Willoughby would consider Mimir a friend and someone to speak to. I'm not sure he's always been super keen to like, get super into like the bard story time stuff just because of how cynical he is. But I do think that there is an extent of having very few other people to speak to that would sympathize with him to begin with, that he would just, when Mimir would be around, Willoughby would try to spend time around Mimir because he is one of those people.
Then I would say Braggy the Old has come up a few times. It's one of Mimir's close friends. Though he was described as having long grey, white hair, a long flowing beard, very aged man, and a mortal essentially, basically a mortal given immortality. So the name is familiar. Not the description of this man, though.
You don't look like how Mimir described you.
Oh. Well, things have changed recently. I imagine far older. Is what he would have described me as.
Yes.
Yes, I'm not surprised by that. Well, sometime in Mesogaya has changed me. However, you have a message from Mimir. And Mimir has a strong message for you as well. One of grave importance. For all 6 of you, I guess.
Oh. You're counting the horse.
Counting
So
the
not
horse?
this guy.
Oh,
Because the kid is not with
No,
us.
he's not. He's not with us.
He's not with us.
Then, sorry about this. Asina. And he casts sleep on the kid. He goes, oh, what?
Oh shit.
That's probably a good call.
What I have to tell you is likely for your ears only. It's about the fates of the world. That's where we'll end tonight's session, as we have hit time. So we'll pick up next time to see what Braggy has to say.
Dun, dun, dun.
We also have news
What?
about the fates.
Braggy the not old.
Up to no good.
That's
Probably.
true. It's true. Well, we'll see next week. We'll get on to where we left off next week for episode 13. But for now, everyone, thanks everyone much for playing. Good job killing the. I didn't actually expect you to go after Yorman, mate. I kind of threw that one in the trash. I was like, maybe down the line you'll go after him. But so you're 1 horse richer, 750 gold as well as on top of that, and a direction to be had. Good job on the fish kill. Let's go ahead and do some shout-outs. Thanks everyone for playing as usual. Let's start with Gabe. Let's go around that way.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games across the internet. I make game stuff.
You do a lot of
Fish
things.
with legs.
Nah, I don't. I pretend. Those are my clones.
Good skill.
Well, they did. I had to kill them. They became self-aware.
Yeah, we can't have that. Yeah. Once
Here's
they
my
live
thing.
past 14 days.
We'll talk about that later. Yep.
Brizzy.
I'm Brizzy Voices across the internet, and I do voice stuff.
Indeed.
It's becoming
Tomato, you're
God-forged
infectious.
all over
yeah,
again.
Tomato's being infectious with this. Tomato,
What's up?
let me put a disclaimer for everyone before. Please go and follow these lovely, wonderful people who are very busy, but they're
Tomato's
also
annoying.
very
He's
humble.
So busy. And
He's a Noita streamer if you've never watched him.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. He's
I've
playing
sworn
Noita all
off
day
that
tomorrow.
game. No,
He's playing
no.
Noita all
You
week,
guys are gonna
and he's going to try and
love
beat
it.
it. He killed the huge man. He can kill Noita.
I can't. Please stop.
Chrissy.
What's up? I'm OLG. I don't know. Sometimes I stream. It's been like
No, it's
6
been like
months.
Yeah, it's been like
probably time for me to stream again. So I'll pick a game I've never played and then spend 4 hours in the first 20 minutes bitching about it. So if that's your kind of thing, then
It could be a
I
whenever.
hope to see you there. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's my deal.
Mark.
What's up? You can find me. And I was going to say, like, Matt, I was trying to remember sup. Sherlock Humes, pretty much everywhere on the internet. There's an underscore in there somewhere. It's either in the middle, at the end, or it doesn't exist. One of those places. It's a game. Figure it out. You can also check out High Rollers D&D. That's the D&D show I do that most people know me from. It's on just before Godforged on Sundays. So why not make your Sundays the perfect D&D day by watching High Rollers straight into Godforged. It's a match made in heaven. Come and watch that. Not much else going on that I can talk about yet. There's a bunch of stuff which is in the works that I can't announce because it hasn't been announced yet. Sad to be missing Gen Con. Hopefully next year. Next year, Gen Con. We should get as many of us out there as possible to all hang out and have a cool time. That's it from me. Nice. Joe, go.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks everyone for playing as per usual. As Mark said, after High Rollers on Sunday, make Sunday your D&D day, and you can come out and watch High Rollers and some Godforged evening, 8:30 p.m. BST. They have just done a Law and Order episode, and they're off to fight the devil.
We did. I found
Oh god, this next session's gonna be rough.
Looking forward to it.
Yes. Yes.
Some high-level D&D. Other than that, we have a Godforged and Mistletoe Discord for both shows. If you want to come in there and talk about spoilers or talk about, throw up some art, some really cute art just went up recently.
Sexy fish.
Sexy fish. If you want to talk about, I saw on the break. There's already some sexy fish talk.
Oh yeah.
Degenerates. You can go in there and chat about it and talk about the episodes and everything.
I can't wait for that Patreon post about the sexy fish. That's going to be a really good one.
It's redacted. Yeah, and we also have a Patreon as well if you want to see any behind the scenes stuff and need the GM notes and whatnot. You can subscribe to that.
I know that on your Discord, I think it's Phaluf did some really cool Hades style characters, which is obviously
very
perfect for this campaign. Very, very cool.
Yeah, what I would like to do is go through any of the fan arts being kind of made so far and mix it into the intro and the break screen little introduction.
Nice.
So all that stuff in there.
Fan art.
Let me know if you don't want your art to be in there, but otherwise I can pop it all in there and you can get some really cool little shout outs and we'll credit all the artists and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But as per always and as per usual, thanks everyone for playing. We'll see you all next week and take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.